What else? All right, we're live. I think we're live. All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to the Emir Sirdam show. It's a beautiful Wednesday evening from my side of the world. I don't know how it is wherever you are streaming for joining us from. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you guys had a great day and a wonderful day. As I always say, please stay alive. Stay alive. Whatever you do, try and stay alive. That's the most important thing I always say to people. Stay alive. I hope you guys are alive. You're living. It's good to have you guys here. I see all of my wonderful people already that have been here. Thank you so much, my TikTokers. This actually um we've done way above our normal target for to start our show. But it's good to have every one of you. Thank you to all of you that have joined us. Thank you to all of you that are already joining us. That just listening to us. I hope you guys enjoyed my choice of music today to start the show. But thank you to guys, as I always say. You guys are the first responders. When I start this show, you guys are like the ones that always come into this room early before we actually set the show going. And whatever we do here is built on the foundation of how we start the show. So I do not take you guys for granted because you guys are the ones that we use now to bring other people to the show, right? So before we jump into the conversation today, if you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome. If it's your second time, you know what you got the last time you're here. And to all my regular the Emir Sirdam family, thank you so much, love you that always come out here every weekday, Monday through Wednesdays to Thursdays, just to talk about the state of our nation from 10 p.m. Nigerian time. And it's been wonderful conversations going far because I say this all the time. We learn, I learn, I unlearn, I relearn on this platform. So thank you guys. But before we jump in one more time, please, I also want to indulge all of you to please do something for me. What I always tell you guys to do for me every time we start this show, to please help share the shit wherever you're streaming from. I don't know whatever app you're using to stream. First of all, please, I would like to confirm my audibility across every platform. I think I'll just put it in the comment section if I'm audible enough for your platform. Apart from TikTok, I know I'm audible on TikTok, but every other platform, please just confirm for me if I'm audible on your platform. Let me just know. Instagram, I think I'm audible. Please, my people on X and YouTube, can you confirm my audibility? Facebook, can you confirm I'm audible? I just want to know so that we can. I don't end up talking to myself alone on the platform. All right, thank you, thank you. Please now, I just want to push every one of you to please share the live. I want to see this live being shared to 10 or more people. Thank you so much, El Nino Cruz. You already set the pace already. Please, everyone, share the live, repost the live, whatever platform you're watching us from, streaming from. Please make sure that you share the live to other people because I always say this that information should not just be. We don't monopolize information. You don't come out and know some certain things just for yourself, especially what we discuss here that has to do with nation building. If the how to make money we discuss for here, and if you just come alone on code, just enter yourself, begin, begin collect the whole info and everything and carry it and go outside. But what we're discussing here is something that every single Nigerian, every single African, every single well-meaning human being on earth needs to hear because it is how you shape society, it's how you bring change and how you direct narratives. Very, very important. So please, guys, let's take the next few seconds to share the live, repost the live. Let's get up into the conversation. I want to see the live being shared to 10 or more people. Take it to your WhatsApp stories, take it to your Facebook stories, take it to your WhatsApp group, all those your groups that people know that people are there, or that they argue all the time. And Tinubu is good, Tinubu is bad, Tinubu is this, Tinubu is that. Please take this live there. Let's get up into the conversation. Thank you so much as you do so. And don't forget TikTokers. I always have to remind you guys because it's important to understand how this app operates and why this show is actually a TikTok show. I have to set all these ground rules because I'm trying to make sure that we gather more people before we start the show properly. So for those that please don't be patient with me while I rant. I go on this my tangent of ranting. It's just to also make you guys cognizant of what and why we do what we do here. I've always said this that TikTok as a platform, when you hear Nigerian TikTok, the conversations that come out from Nigerian TikTok are conversations that well-meaning people do not want to join. I'm happy to say that TikTok owes me some money. They have been reaching out to me through so many agencies because I believe they understand the impact of what we're doing here. A whole lot of people are joining TikTok, Nigerians that never wanted to join this app because of what we are doing here. And it's because when you hear TikTok Nigeria, the only thing that comes to mind is crazy things that young children are doing on the app or how our old celebrities are on the app begging, asking for gifts, asking for money and everything. There's nothing constructive that comes out of Nigerian TikTok that I know. So that's actually why I never wanted to join the app, because I'm like, I will not be found in such a space whereby it's just you see small children, you see girls dancing, twerking for money, you see people showing their nudity for money and everything. Just an abuse of morality, right? So, but when we found out that the people that currently are ruining the country has made a home base on TikTok, deceiving Nigerians, playing Nigerians, like having different rooms, creating different agendas. Tribalism is on the highest point ever is on TikTok is going on. Government sponsored propaganda, highest level ever is going on TikTok. I was like, no, if people that claim to be on the have a higher moral standing don't go into such environments and try and help to sanitize it, we are indirectly losing our country. We're indirectly losing a very potent weapon that we can use to actually drive positive change. And that's one of the reasons that pushed me. And people like said, I'm join. And we joined and we're here on TikTok. And we have been doing well by the grace of God. We are growing. We are not at the numbers that I want us to get to yet. I believe we will get there, but we are consistently growing. Every night we come out here, hundreds of Nigerians come out here to share opinion, to listen, to learn, to debate, to argue. And that's the kind of conversation I want us. Not when I do here. At least many of our videos from TikTok have gone super viral, that have reached to the phones of millions of people across the earth. That's exactly the kind of positive change I expect us to push from this platform. So when I push you guys and say, please share the live, please repost the live, please do this, that's the only way you guys can help support the growth of this platform. Because for me, it's not necessarily about the numbers. It's more about how can we push Nigerians to get the information that we're sharing on this platform, which is very vital and important if we want to salvage our country. So for me on TikTok, I always say this, I have to explain this thing for you guys. I also explain how this app works. TikTok is actually one of the best apps when it comes to social media, when it comes to social interaction, because apps are meant to be interactive. You know, other apps are just like you go to Instagram, you post pictures, and people just come and like, give you bomb, yo, you know. X is always argumentative, everybody's going back and forth, dragging here and there. But TikTok is a totally different, it's like a combination of X, Instagram. It's a combination of almost, I think they sat back and saw every platform, what is lacking here, what is not lacking here, and just brought it together and said, okay, let us create something special. And that's what they're doing on this app. So for me, it's a very great app. And why I'm saying this, because the app is a very interactive app. As I'm speaking right now, if you guys are contributing to the app, that's why you see many people that host TikTok spaces or lives tell you guys, power tap, send gifts, send this, send that. It is because the app is programmed in a very interactive format, whereby the more I give, the more you guys return. So it's not just one side giving. If I'm just the only one speaking right now, nobody's liking the live, nobody's probably gifting, nobody's probably commenting. TikTok will the algorithm of the app will recognize or say that this particular live is not a functioning live. Nothing is happening there. And so therefore, what it means is that they'll just keep the live dormant. And if you look up on your screen, you see where they write, there's a place called daily rankings. Just go up there, you see where they write daily rankings. It actually shows you how you're ranked, how your live is ranked. It is intentional how they created this app. It is a very intentional app. So when I push you guys and say, please guys, keep liking the live, let's get to 100,000 likes, it is because the more you guys like, the more you guys comment, the more you guys give, the more you guys do all these things across this app, the more TikTok pushes this particular live up its FYP. So even those that are not used to us, people that are not new, people that are never, and Nigerians probably, they don't even know that we exist. TikTok is going to push us to them. They will see us and they will come. So every day I know that we get new people coming out here is because you guys are interactive on the platform. So I just want to encourage you guys, please don't think that you're liking this live. And also TikTok is also rewarding you. You that are liking the live, TikTok is actually giving you points personally. You're having your own personal, you know, it's Chinese. The Chinese are crazy, right? You that you're interacting, don't feel you're not doing it. Any day you might choose to probably start doing lives or something. TikTok originally know that this person have always been interacting in lives, and you have your own points you're gathering for yourself. So you're not doing it just for me, you're doing it also for yourself. So please, guys, take that as an opportunity to please like the live, share the live, repost the live. If you enjoy what you're doing and you feel obliged to gift, We don't beg people for gifts here. It's not compulsory on the platform. If you feel like it's up onto you, we accept it. We don't say no to it. But please, the most important thing I want you guys to do for me is to please like this live. Those that don't know how to like this live, I keep saying it. Some people reached out to say, some of my new people, my fellow former TikTok illiterates, I don't understand. I mean, just be power tapping my face on your screen. Just keep hitting my face on your screen. Just tap, 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 tap. Don't stop tapping. It's not going to pay you. If you're tired, you rest. Continue again. Don't stop tapping. That's all you do on the live. Thank you so much. All right, guys, let's jump into the conversation. We'll be talking about something, a very delicate topic, I think, that came out today. And I saw it on the news when I opened my, a friend of mine sent it to me. And it was Mr. Peter B's interview with someone that I do not respect. Someone that I do not, I respect Peter B's going to his platform. I understand why you should be, as a candidate, you should be on every platform. You should, anywhere, every opportunity you have to speak to the Nigerian people, you should seize the opportunity. But the particular interviewer himself, I don't respect the person, and I'll say why on this platform. But I saw that interview, and he's not. I don't want to make the interviewer like the subject topic of our conversation today. No, he's not going to be a passing shot. But the interview, a very key point, which actually highlighted or turned out to be the headline of the whole podcast, is Peter B saying that I might not even be alive to be on the ballot 2027. And I have not watched the full interview. From the short snippet I watched is what I'll be drawing my conclusion from. So I'm not going to be as detailed as possible, but that headline, that word he said there is one of the things we'll be talking about today. Also, we'll still be talking about, because Nigerians, they always want us to jump topic. We'll still be pigging back on the current scandal that is rocking Aso Rock and Tinubu's wholehearted endorsement today, or yesterday, of his chief of staff. He did not ask for his chief of staff to be probed. He did not ask for an investigation to be led into such an allegation. He just came out openly and said the chief of staff has his vote of confidence. These are two major topics I think we'll be discussing on today. And also, finally, the great strides that's happening from the southeastern part of the country vis-a-vis education. Because I was even thinking that it was only Alex Onya that went for this mass Olympiad. I'm even seeing that some other schools, some people were sending me videos from other schools from Peter B's place. Some other schools went to that same Olympiad and they won gold. So we'll be talking about this and more tonight on the conversation on the Emir Sirdam show. So for those asking what's the topic, that's what we'll be talking about tonight. So please stick with us. Let's have a wonderful conversation. If you are pushed and you have an opinion you want to share on this platform, I say this all the time, my platform is not gender sensitive, my platform is not tribal sensitive, my platform is not party sensitive, my platform is open for every single Tom, Dick, and Harry. If you like, one thing you will not do is that you come and lie on this platform. It is open for everybody to come and have a say or contribute to the conversation, not to come and gaslight. You can gaslight, but you will not lie. If you lie, you will not go scot-free, because on this platform we have thousands of fact checkers checking you in real time. All right, let's jump in the conversation. I see you. Thank you so much, Gucci, all the way from Facebook. Elizabeth, I see you. Thank you so much, guys. Guys on Facebook, please, let's share the live. I want every one of you to please share the live right now. Share it to your pages. Share it to your stories, please. Let's get more into the conversation. Same thing on TikTok. Please, let's share the live. YouTube, share the live. X, my people on X, please, everybody. You guys are already coming up out to your numbers. Please, everyone on X right now, please, I want to see everyone retweeting the live. Everyone, retweet the live. Retweet the live. Instagram, please, let's share the live too. Let's get up into the conversation as we get this show started. Let me start from Peter B's comment on he might not be on the ticket. One thing I do know is that we might be small, but they hear, then they listen to us. Every time we come out here, they are stationed here to listen to what we have to say. Our first of us paint a story for Nigerians to understand why that Mr. Peter B statement is not a statement that we should take lightly. I'll paint this picture for Nigerians based on historical evidence why what Peter B said is not what should be taken lightly by any person. The moment you understand this story I'm about to paint right now, you have to understand how important it is he even came out to speak right now, and what every Nigerian needs to start doing going forward. I'm always someone that is very big on patterns, behavioral patterns, structural patterns, systemic patterns. I always study patterns. If you study patterns as a person, you understand what I'm about to say right now and why it is important what I'm saying. So please, guys, this is not the time for banter. This is the time for serious conversations. Let's get into it. The two current occupants of Aso Rock, in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his deputy, Shetima, have similar history, have similar past stories. It's like they went, like the ruiners of Nigeria sat back and said, let's find identical twins from different parts of Nigeria that share the same ideology, that operate in the same trajectory, that are brutally united in the same modus operandi in operations. Bring them together and run them on a ticket called APC. That's what happened in 2022 verse 2023. So if you're asking or you're wondering, what's Saddam even saying? In Lagos, there was a popular person called Funsho Williams. Funsho Williams was actually meant to be the governor of Lagos State in 1999. Something happened behind the scene and Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged. Funsho was meant to take him out in 2023. Something happened and Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged. I think he was meant to now take over in 2007, sorry. And when it started going on, all of a sudden, the man that everybody wanted, the man that has lived a very practical life in Lagos, Lagosians already knew that this guy was going to be a governor of Lagos one way or the other. It was already predestined that he'll be the governor of Lagos. And one sudden day, Funsho Williams is no more. In one of the most safest estates in Lagos State, Funsho Williams was unalived. And up until today, nobody have heard who unalived Funsho Williams. And Funsho Williams was just a case, or was just one of the many gruesome murders of high-profile Southwestern leaders in that period of time, because one person had to emerge. I'm saying this for you, please. I'll just point it out. You guys do the maths for yourself. There was a gruesome murder of a great man, Bola Ige. You can just check your Gani Fayemi, what they call Fayemi, yes. There are many of them just either passed on suddenly, or so many strong Southern Western leaders had to pass on because one person had to emerge as a leader in the Southwest. One person. So many people that were well positioned, well stronger, well more structured across different states in the southwestern part of the country had to pass on for the emergence of one man. It's no coincidence. It is no coincidence. Then you run it back to Borno State. There was one certain Gubio, I think Ahmed Gubio or something. He was already, in fact, not that he had already won the ANPP gubernatorial ticket to be the next governor after the current founder of Boko Haram. The current person that came out and was calling out P2B on channels just 2 days ago, that man was the one that founded Boko Haram. And the current VP of Nigeria was one of his commissioners. And the current VP in Nigeria wanted to be governor, but there was already an anointed candidate in Gubio. One fateful Friday, Gubio was coming out of the mosque after prayers. And some men aligned from a motorcycle in AK-47 and and Gubio was gone. That was how the man called Kashim Shettima emerged now as a party candidate and became the governor of Maiduguri, of Borno State. Same story in Lagos, same story in Borno. So if there's anybody that is thinking, oh, what is Peter Obi saying? No, the people that the current occupants in Aso Rock as we speak today are people that have proven in their past that strong contenders for the same throne that they're looking for have just been unalived brutally with nobody being held responsible. This is the truth. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you can't call it coincidence that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the strongest person that would have taken him out of power in Lagos, all of a sudden he never woke up one day. He was unalived in his house. The same thing happened in Borno State for Kashim Shettima. These same two people today are your president and vice president in Nigeria. When they see that the heat is too much on them and that there's no way forward, they will find a way to take out the strongest opponent to them. That is how they operate, because these people are power-hungry maniacs. It has been proven in their past. And remember how I started this show by talking about patterns. Patterns. Very important to understand patterns. When you see the behavioral pattern of a person in his past, if they could do it when they were governors, what is stopping them from doing it now that they're in the presidency to hold on to power? So when I saw Peter Obi coming out to say today that his life, that they might not even want him to, they might even unalive him before then, I say I can bet everything that it is on their table, it is on their list of to-do list. They are probably weighing it and saying, how do we perfect it? How do we do it so it looks like it's a natural occurrence? How do we do this man's can we contain the backlash of what will happen in case something like this happen? But I want them to understand something, that Mr. Peter Obi is not Funsho Williams. Mr. Peter Obi is not Gubio. Mr. Peter Obi is Mr. Peter Obi. And that millions, I dare say hundreds of millions of lives are banking on the hope that man is selling this country. And it's just for me putting it out there because I know this video will reach them. They will hear it. They will see it. That we are not oblivious of the fact that this is what you guys have done in the past. That because we have a corrupt judicial system, we have a corrupt security apparatus that has shielded you guys from your past evil deeds. That Nigeria today, you people that are meant to be currently serving lifetime in jail are currently occupying the highest positions ever. You guys will be thinking in your mind that you want to replicate what you did back in those days. Now, please, if you people are taking anything that is convincing you people, there are people that are telling you something that's convincing you people, I beg you guys, make that leave Peter Obi for us. Peter Obi is one person that is that bone on people's throat. He's one person that will, on his life, Nigeria might either, you people will see hell on earth. Respectfully allow that man do what he has to do. The signs have been so glaring. You guys have done everything possible to make sure that you can make this guy does not be on the ticket. From infiltrating all his parties, from Labour Party. Who is talking about Labour Party today? For those that will be saying, Saddam, what people are saying, just conspiracy theory. Who is talking about Labour Party today? Where is the court cases for Labour Party today? When it happened and we were screaming that we are seeing the hand of Esau, we are seeing the monkey hand in the pot of soup of Labour Party. When we're screaming, people were like, go and fix your party, go and fix it. Peter Obi left Labour Party, and Labour Party, look at how these guys will operate. Peter Obi left Labour Party today. In less than a week, the court judgment came out, nullifying the person, Julius Abure, as the leader of Labour Party. In less than a week. He joined ADC, and as he joined ADC, immediately, in less than a week, factions started emerging everywhere. This is what a man you people claim came distanted. A man you people claim is not a threat to the establishment. He's just a social media president. Why are you people scared of this man? And he left ADC. He left ADC after he seen the monkey hand again. The monkey hand that followed him from Labour Party followed him to ADC. He left ADC and entered NDC. That's a monkey hand. 2 days after him leaving NDC, took him to court in Kogi State, took the NDC to court in Kogi State under a fictitious unknown party called Peace Something Something Party. 2 days after. Why are you people so scared of this man? And when I'm saying this for Nigerians, because we as Nigerians, we forget so quick. We don't understand these things. And you see that supporters come out and they're so braggadocious. It's Tinubu 2027 to 2031. Your man you're calling is a coward. He's actively showing you the height of there's nobody as scared of Peter Obi than Tinubu. He sees him in his dreams. Peter Obi, they pursue him with cutlass for dream. If not, how do you explain all these things going on? You frustrate his businesses, you frustrate his life, you frustrate his family. In fact, I can go on a tangent talking about all the things Peter Obi had to endure that I know that is in public domain with this government. You forged his passport when he went to the UK, trying to implement it. If Peter Obi was not a top tie not citizen, resident in UK, una forge this man passport, una duplicate am. As he enter UK, immigration stop am, say, wait, you're already coming inside this country. He said no. Then wait. That means someone has entered this country from Nigeria with your passport. How criminalized can you be as a government that in less than a year of you becoming president, you have already duplicated this man? Imagine if the immigration did not stop Peter Obi there. Imagine what would have happened. They have probably sent somebody to the UK with the first passport to probably do maybe one drug business or one criminal incident, and they would have left the passport at the crime scene. Then when Peter Obi comes in, they'll be cramping. It was just that one random check that saved Peter Obi's life. This is the demonic people that we're up against in our presidency today. That's what that man is up against. So for me, sometimes when I see, sometimes he's a mere mortal. He has his excesses. Why I always pardon his excesses, because I say all the time that you cannot quantify the battle this man is going through with these satanic people in power. The greatest thing standing for Peter Obi is that he's a saint. I don't used to call him saint before, but since yesterday I said that. I told Mickey, my friend, I said, going forward, if you dip it in, you understand that Peter Obi is a living saint. The greatest thing that is going on for Peter Obi today that is holding him is that he's a saint. If Peter Obi had 100,000 naira case of fraud, Peter Obi will be down today. They have checked everywhere, they have combed everywhere, they have forced everything, they have done everything just to implicate that man. But no, there's nothing to see. There's no way. There's nothing to implicate him with. So therefore, right now, they're after his life. They're after the man's life. They want to take him out before the next elections. And I'm saying this because Nigerians have to start reacting. We have to just don't look at it like it's a no, this is just talk. No, this is what these people do. This is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima are known for. It is in their past. They have taken out, it is the people that have contested against them have just unceremoniously just lost their lives. It is in their past. Funsho Williams is an example. Ahmed Gubio, Ahmed or something Gubio, is an example in Borno State. So please, guys, it's very important we do this. Just don't hear it. Please amplify it. Let us call and tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his government that we hear and we see what people are planning. Let nothing happen to Peter Obi, because if something happens to him, Nigeria will burn. Let them know that Nigeria will burn. That we will burn, help them and burn the country. If anything happens to Peter Obi, let them. We have to be as vocal and we have to be as sound and as loud as possible ever. This criminality has to stop. Please, so use your platforms, guys. Make tweets, make posts, talk about it. Content creators, create things about it. This should be a conversation that should not be swept under the carpet. If you're so confident that you have done well for Nigerians, that you've earned the right to have a second term, because elections is not your birthright. Leadership position is not your birthright. You have to earn You have to earn it for Nigerians to say, okay, please come back again. You just don't wake up and say, oh, because I'm Bola Ahmed Tinubu and I have so many people licking my ass and I've stolen so much. I've amassed all the wealth of Lagos. I own Lagos. So therefore, I deserve a second term. No, sir. You deserve a second term only when the Nigerian people say that you have tried and we want to repay you for trying. We will vote you back a second time. All these antics of trying to take out the opposition leaders, trying to take out Mr. P2B out of the game, please, you can do all those ones, so it's part of politics, but don't touch that man's life. The hope of millions of Nigerians lie on that man's shoulder. Una no go fit contain wetin go come for now. Let it be that this one is being, I'm using my platform to say right now, every one of Nigerians, if you resonate with what I'm saying, please go out there and say the same thing. I know that one of the greatest problems I have in Nigeria, that many Nigerians are always scared. It's like people are like thinking that you're living, or that anybody will stay here forever. Nobody's going to live here forever. We all one day we're all passengers on this earth. But one thing should be known, that I did not pass on this earth just like a passenger. I spoke. Nobody restricted my voice. I spoke truth as it's to you. I don't care how you feel. Is it the truth? Saddam will say it. Do you like it? I do not care. If Nigerians choose and say that let us reward Tinubu in 2027, so be it. I will hands up and say, Nigerians are taking the high road. Whatever that comes out of the outcome of his governance, let us take it. But what you're not going to do is try to manipulate the process and expect some people like us to be silent. No, sir. I just have to put this out there for those that are still wondering or thinking that the threat to P2B's life is just P2B trying to garner and sympathy. No, there's no sympathy here. It is actually real, because this is what the people in Aso Rock know how to do best. They know how to silence opposition. They know how to silence the voices that they know that they believe are threats to their or resistant to their continuous milking of our common patrimony as a people. And on P2B, I just leave it there. Let's just drop. Today's not going to be a live show, please, guys. Because tomorrow is going to be a very long show, so I'm not going to bring people up. I'll bring people up right now, and so that we can deliberate on this P2B. In fact, I think this P2B conversation will be what will be the main topic. I don't want to have so many topics going on. Let's have this conversation. Let's drum it in. Let's dissect it. Let's talk about it. Let's stay on this topic, because when we start talking about so many things, we water down the whole conversation. Let us, if you know more about how we can send the message out there, how we can expose these people more, please. I see all of you requesting for the mic. While you come up here, please just mute yourself while I bring you guys up. Sorry. Meanwhile, guys, please power tap the live. Everyone, please power tap the live. Please power tap the live. Thank you so much. Okay, just spare me a minute, please, while I bring people up right now. I'm bringing people up. I don't know whether they when you bringing people up. Can we all in this room, everybody, in the next 5 minutes, aggressive 500 likes each person. We have about 67 people in the room. Aggressively 500 likes per person. Let's just push this live up quickly, and let this go viral. You know, it's free. If you don't know how to power tap, all you need to do is just go on the screen and just tap the screen. Just keep tapping until you one person, each and every one of us are able to deliver 500. You know, let's just quickly go there in the next 5-10 minutes and push this live up. If we do that in the next 10 minutes, we should be pushing this the likes to like 80,000. Let's quickly do that, please. Thank you very much, my brother Mickey. Thank you very much, guys. Please, everybody, just like you heard Mickey say, please, everybody, just power tap the live. Just everybody, please, just strictly power tapping. Everyone, hands should be on your screen right now. Let's get up into the conversation, because this is, for me, is a very, very, very important topic. We should not sleep on. We should not sleep on this topic. It's one that we must talk about. We must bring Nigerians to understand that this is way beyond propaganda. This is way beyond we just want to talk. No. Tinubu and Shetima, that combination alone, That combination alone. I know that's what people say, Saddam. So when I was saying, Saddam, you know they fear. I said, no, there's nothing what are you scared of. There's nothing. Before I started doing this, I just made up my mind. I said that, Saddam, take the highway. Take the highway and understand that we're not going to live here forever. But once I'm going to make sure I do my life, I'm going to make impact. I know that they cannot take me out, because I'm a strong person. Everybody say that they go die before me. That one is certain, right? But you have to get to the point in your life to recognize and know that this life you're living, is it worth keeping quiet in the face of adversity? Is it worth keeping quiet when things are going south? You can vividly see it. Is it worth it? So please, it's important to talk about this. Peter Obi's life is not the life people use and do gamble. Peter Obi's life is not the life. Peter Obi is not Funsho Williams. So Peter Obi is not Bola Ige. Peter Obi is not Ganifa Enwu. Peter Obi is not Gubio. Oh, please, Nigerians, I know they like do research. Go and research all these names I'm calling now and how they ended. How did they end? I remember starting this show by saying, in the southwestern part of Nigeria, Adelabu, powerful, you know that there are so many powerful southwestern men that today, they were alive today, Tinubu would never be president. I repeat, there are so many powerful southwestern men that passed on in the space of Bola Tinubu's emergence as governor in Lagos State and this season and all through this period, that passed on, that if they were alive today, Bola Tinubu would not be president, or he would not be leader of the southwestern part. They were all mysteriously taken out one way or the other. We have to always say this for Nigerians to understand. Thank you, guys. Let me open up the live right now for my brother. Mickey, please come in here. Good evening. Meanwhile, guys, please, everybody, we are enough people in this room to make sure that this place go viral. Please, and please, and please, take it out. Please, everyone, please just take it up. Baba T, me and you don't talk this. And if he says propaganda, please come on and debunk it. You people in this APC, you just like lying on the comment section. Come and debunk what I'm saying now. Did Funsho Williams not pass on in Lagos? Did Bola Ige not pass on without us knowing who unalived him? Did Ganifa Enwu not pass on unceremoniously? Is it a lie? Are all these people not bigger people than Tinubu when it comes to southwestern politics? Are they not more respected than Tinubu? All these people passed on while Tinubu was in the center trying to assume, and as they passed on, Tinubu, Adelabu of Ibadan. Who does not know about Adelabu? All these people have to pass on. Even MK Abiola said, because it was rumored that even during this man where they asked, okay, and I don't know how this man not scheme. It was rumored that he actually was telling Obasanjo, Abacha, when Abacha was trying to vie for elections to be president, he was already priming himself to deputize Abacha. He was already priming himself to deputize Abacha. And he claimed to be MK Abiola's boy. MK Abiola was unalived under Abacha. But you're already priming yourself to deputize Abacha. Everything about this man is just fraud, fake, propaganda, lies. Nothing about this man is true. Do you know how diabolical is that nothing about a man is true up to his name? When a man's name is a lie, there is nothing that is truthful coming from that person. Mickey, come to the conversation, my brother. Welcome.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Man, it's so good to be here again, and heartbreaking at the same time, thinking about the situation of our country, our dear country. I got a bit emotional today because I was taking a trip around. I was seeing fellow African countries, documentaries about fellow African countries, and today I looked at, did a research on Rwanda, and I looked at that country, and I looked at Nigeria, and I'm like, if we don't kill the evil that has bedeviled Nigeria right now, at this very time, there will not be a country in the next few years. Fortunately for me, that interview with Chude today, I watched it. And I watched the entire interview. I'm glad to tell you that in all the interviews of Peter Obi that I've watched, that interview is one of my favorites. Peter Obi Peter Obi cracked Chude up today that Chude was laughing and tears was coming out of his eyes from the things he was saying. He was passing the message, and even though it sounds funny, it's not funny. Because Peter Obi is not one of those people who will come out and be complaining and be telling the people, oh, I'm going through this. He's not that kind of a man. For Peter Obi to make that statement he made today, trust me, it is 100 times worse. For him to say it like that in a very light manner, to just casually say it, knowing the person of Peter Obi, his personality, that man is going through worse. And I already saw on Twitter, people were saying, oh, he broke the law. That's why they climbed his car. And I'm like, you know the data boys now? He broke the law. Is he above the law? And I said, people forget that Peter Obi was an ex-governor. If he was the usual Nigerian politician, they want anybody for airports, make it even near in car. If Peter Obi was a usual Nigerian politician, the only reason why you can intimidate him like that, can anybody do that to Wiki? If he was a usual person like that, you know, the usual Nigerian politician, well, they wouldn't do that. But you could know that he made a statement, he said every of his business, they're trying to frustrate it. Am I surprised? No, I'm not. Because we know that the person leading this country, the man called Tinubu, doesn't like opposition. He dreads opposition with passion, and he will do everything to frustrate opposition. That is his style. That is what he does. He doesn't even like dissenting voice. He doesn't like opposing voice. If you speak against Tinubu, there was a time when Fashola was the governor, he had an issue with Fashola, and it was almost getting to a point that Fashola was not going to come for the next second term. If people in Lagos will know about what I'm saying now. Fashola's second term was almost truncated, that they had to call the meeting of a particular Oba in Lagos, who is one of like the top tier Obas in Lagos, who Tinubu respects, because there are a lot of Obas in Lagos that are like a boy to say Tinubu, because he's the one that put them there. But this particular one is still kind of respected. It was that Oba that resolved the issue between them. So realistically, it does not matter whether Fashola was doing so much for the people of Lagos, as long as there is an opposing voice. And what was the issue? This guy, Fashola was complaining that the money he was taking from the Lagos State coffers was too much. He was setting Lagos State backward. Because what he was doing, he was taking money from Lagos and he was using it to build influence in the other southwestern states. As at that time, they hadn't had states like Osun, they hadn't had APC moving to like Ondo and all that. So he was taking money. Lagos was literally financing the politics of all those states because he wanted to take power in those states. So Fashola was like, you are doing all these things, but Lagosians are suffering. You can't be taking money from here and be moving it to all those states. And that was what caused the issue. So he doesn't like dissenting voice, and he will go to any length. So I can imagine, looking at the popularity of Peter Obi right now, how he is, like I said yesterday, the existence of Peter Obi judges these guys, these APC guys. He makes them feel like, he shows them, Peter Obi is like a mirror to APC politicians. And when they look at that mirror, they don't like what they see. They do not like what they see. So, have you noticed that when you look at Obasanjo, when Obasanjo became the president of Nigeria, when he needed people to work with, he went into his past influence, the people they grew up together, the people they shared something in common with, whether in the military or when he was in school, those were the people he brought in to work with him. Yaradua did the same thing. Goodluck did the same thing. Goodluck got fellow professors, lecturers who they were together and brought them into his circle because it's just normal thing. When you are in such kind of place, you want to bring people you can trust, people that you've had something in common with. Tinubu does not have any influence. He doesn't. The only influence Tinubu has is political. He cannot name one classmate of Tinubu that is in his government. Name one associate, work associate that, oh, we work together in this company. That is what is in his government today. He doesn't have any. He doesn't have any. So the only way people like them, the only way they operate is the Machiavellian way. Kiss the ring, and then you're part of it. You don't kiss the ring, you're out. And you're not just going to be out, we will frustrate you and make your life a living hell. And that is why any right-thinking Nigeria right now must see 2027 as the final destination. For if the country Nigeria is still going to exist, if it's still going to survive, we must all get to that level where we are not afraid to buy for the good of that country. Peter Obi said something today. He said a lot of Nigerians are going on through the desert to escape Nigeria, and they are buying in the desert. Some of them buy in the sea. Some of them buy, through different routes they are trying to escape. He said, why not Kukuwa stay in this country and let's buy in this country and build it? And I'm like, man, this man, they fire me up. You know, when we started today, I told you I'm fired up. So that interview with Chude, if I'm telling you, go and watch the entire, it's on YouTube. Go and watch it. You will, Twitter will be laid it. No, even though he put a bit of humor in it, but he hits a lot of nails. He hit a lot of nails. And like you said, it's not like I'm not a big fan of Chude like that, of the host. I'm not a big fan. But anything that concerns Peter Obi and every platform, and I feel that needs to be, that needs to be pushed out. The man is pushing out the message, and I can see the Peter Obi of 2027 is APC are in for a shocker.
That's right.
The Peter Obi of 2027 is not the Peter Obi of 2026. 2023 is not going to be the Peter Obi of 2026 or 2027. The politics needs to be different, and we are going to play it differently.
Thank you.
Everybody that wants the good of that country must be ready to go to the far length and educate people. I was speaking to one of my friends. I invited him to this live today because I was educating him about what needs to be done. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people are afraid. A lot of people have given up. And I said, that's exactly what APC wants you to do. And Peter reiterated that in that interview that, look, all this narrative you are saying and you're asking me, this is exactly what the establishment wants you to do. But you have to now ask yourself, it's either this or this. There's no middle ground. So please, let's not take this as a joke. This is not a joke. This is our life. Something was said yesterday. If somebody is coming, we need to see our vote in 2027 that my vote is my life. If anybody is coming to come and take my life, I have a right to defend my vote. You have to see like there's no other way around it. You've got to see it, and that is the only way. I yield.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. As in, there's nothing to add to what you're just saying right now. Honestly speaking, I feel like we just have to make this conversation mainstream. That Nigerians must understand how important their vote is. If the politicians understand that your vote is worth 5,000 naira, it means that they know that there's value. Your vote has value. For a Nigerian, you know the most wicked people you can have on earth? The most wicked people you can have on earth are people that actually are politicians. There's nobody that is more wicked than a Nigerian politician. Because these people are so evil and heartless that they know what to give the people, but they won't give it to you. Instead, they will always come and package handouts for you every electoral cycle to buy your vote, because they understand that your vote is value. They understand the value that so they understand it. You don't, many Nigerians don't understand. That's why I saw a lady, a young girl that probably in her 20s, collecting 15K and dancing on camera. She doesn't understand that she just sold her life for 15,000 naira. So this is the education we have to educate and just understand how impactful, how powerful your vote is. Your vote is your life. If you allow somebody to steal your vote on election day, it means you've allowed that person to steal your life. So the way you will treat someone that comes into your house to steal or to carry you, is you have to treat people that come to see your vote 10 times more than that. Thank you very much, my brother Mikey. But before I jump into the next speaker, guys, I just want to push you guys one more time on TikTok. If you're enjoying the show from whatever platform you're listening to us and you want to join the conversation, you can only request the mic on TikTok and on Facebook. There are only two platforms for today that we allow requests. I'm working, my YouTube people, I'm sorry, I'm working on it. Hopefully, I'm going to have a number, a WhatsApp calling number that you guys can call in on WhatsApp also, so that we can. I want this to be a very, as we grow, I want it to be something that Nigerians can, from every part of the world, join the conversation, not just listen, but also contribute, right? So we're doing that going forward. But please, guys, let's take the next few seconds, every one of us, the next 5 minutes, please, everybody share the live, repost the live, just power tap the live, tap.
Everybody, 500 likes, everybody, let's go, 500 likes. You will do 500 likes in less than 3 minutes.
Exactly.
500 likes, everybody. Just keep tapping, 500. We are more than the 100 people in this room. 500 likes per person. We have hit 100K. And that's just the beginning. Tonight, we are targeting 200K. Let's just keep going, you know.
Thank you, my brother.
Personally, I've done 5,000 likes, more than 5,000 likes today. So we can all do it. Let's keep going, please.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you. IJ, can you hear me? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. Good evening. Welcome to the live. You have 5 minutes.
Thank you. Yeah, the first speaker said, I listened to that Peter Obi's interview with Chude. Really, you will shed tears. At a point, I asked myself, why is Peter Obi doing all this? Why is Peter Obi risking his life like this? Just for the love that he has for Nigerians. That is why he is doing all this. To the extent when Peter Obi said he went to the airport, other cars was parked. Just in a line like this, other cars was parked. They just singled out his car and blocked it. When he came and said to them, it's my car, they said, and then Peter Obi said, it's my car. They said they don't care. I was like, what a hell. An ex-governor of a state. Peter Obi went further in that interview to say that, do you know that some of his friends, their children will be getting married. They will send invitation to Peter Obi. Yes, my daughter, my son is getting married, but please don't come.
Oh.
This blew my mind. Has it gotten to this extent? Why are people so scared of Tinubu like this? Why are they scared of Tinubu in this form? Even to invite Peter Obi in a birthday party or wedding, you will inform him that your child is doing something, but please don't come because of Tinubu, because of APC. How did we get to this point? How did Nigeria get to this point? If other administrations have done this thing Tinubu is doing today, will Tinubu emerge as the president? Why? Nigerians need to wake up, really. Nigerians need to stop this administration before it is too late. We need to do something. Nigerians need to wake up. Because I've never seen, since I'm born up to this my age, being a mother of 3 teenagers, I have never experienced any government like that of Tinubu. I have never. Government of hatred. Government of hatred that even they are planning to unalive him. Because that is the climax. For Peter Obi to say that thing he said, he has gotten many threats of his life. For him to come out and say that. But one promise I am giving to them, hell will let loose if anything scratches P2B. Both people in the diaspora, that is when they will know that people in the diaspora will come in to create the chaos. Not even people in Nigeria. Not people in Nigeria that will be scared. No way. We will buy our tickets. We will buy our tickets and come to Nigeria and show them what is madness. Because enough is enough. This is not the way to do politics. I have never seen it in any other African country. You win, you rule. After your year, you go out. But Tinubu want to be a monarch till the day he dies. How many years is left for Tinubu? How many years? Give and take, Tinubu will not last more than 20 years. How many years will he live on earth that he want to destroy the life of another person because of politics? With all this example you have given to us about their opponents, both him and Shatima, let nothing happen to BO. If anything happens to P2B, we, the women, we will come to Nigeria and set everywhere ablaze. Because enough has to be enough. Do your politics. Let us go to the pool. If P2B win, fine. If P2B lose, fine. But in the right way. If Nigerians vote for you for the second time, go ahead and rule. But don't unalive anybody because of politics. It is disgusting. Their manner is irritating. Thank you.
Thank you very much, IJ. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's well spoken. Thank you very much. When you deal with the kind of people that are dealing with in Aso Rock, it's just insane where we found ourselves. And that's why for me it's important to be the next election is going to be, it has to be a great reset. Reset the political structure, reset how we think, reset how we play politics going forward. The time where these people have made politics look like a do or die affair. It's a desperate job for them. It's a job whereby, please just mute your mic, thank you. It's a job whereby for them, they don't care, they have to. It's very lucrative. It's very lucrative, right? So we have to make sure that we get to a point in our country whereby politics no longer. Please don't unmute your mic if you come up in my platform. I'll have to drop you, please. If you do that, please, I'll have to drop you. If you're not called to speak, please unmute your mic, please. Thank you very much. They have made politics look so lucrative that every Tom, Dick, and Harry wants to do politics. Everybody wants to play politics. Meanwhile, politics is meant to be service to the people. Service, and Nigerians themselves don't understand that politicians. Oh my goodness! Oh my God! I've forgotten. My phone, I'm using it here. The Nigerians themselves don't understand that these people that are doing politics are meant to serve them. I saw a post today where a typical Tinubu supporter, and I said this all the time that, and I'm unapologetic when I say this, that Tinubu supporters are a proof that we really need to do more educational in our country. They are proof that we need to invest hard in education. We have to fix the educational sector in our country. Because I saw a proof of someone made a tweet, a Tinubu supporter, praising roads, praising that they are building roads. And a lady said, this is 2027, that your moment, it is your right as a Nigerian that you have roads. It is your right to have water. It is your right to have 247 electricity. It is your right to have healthcare. She just wrote on the tweet. The guy with all his chest, a grown man, say, it is your right. How? As now God you be Abi. And the woman said, then he ended it up with, he now ended it by saying Olodo uprising. I said, my God. Do you understand where a Nigerian, a grown man, father of children, don't understand that it is his right inherently to have pipe-borne water, security, good roads, lights, and someone is correcting you and you're telling the person is Olodo uprising. Kai! I screenshotted that in I'll go use and do content tomorrow. I'll use and do content. Let me educate people. Let Nigerians understand. It is insanity what we're passing through our country. And that's exactly what Tinubu wants. A population of Dundies. Because when you have such people in abundance, they will continue to vote the criminals in power. That make excuses as do you know what it means that what you're banking on the presidency is that he built Coastal Road as his major achievement? in a 4-year span. Not that he brought in 50 companies. Not that he has given 5 million or 10 million people job opportunities. Not that we have pipe-borne waters or good roads. Not that he has stopped insecurity. You're banking on selling the candidate by telling me that he built roads, what commissioners and that is why for people like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, education is not important. Nigerians don't have to go to school. Go and sell akara, kuli. That is how these people think. Because if you are educated, you are an educated mind, you'll be liberated, you ask questions. That's what they teach in education. They call it basic amenities. It's in social studies, primary school social studies. If you don't forget, if you remember, they call it basic amenities. It is called basic for a reason. This is a list of what the government must provide for you as a citizen. It is your right. But APC supporters don't know. They think it's a privilege that Tinubu is your president. Tinubu is your servant. Tinubu, I did not vote him. I know he's an illegal president in my own opinion, but if I had ever wanted to call him my president, he's my servant. He owes me. I don't owe him any allegiance. He owes you as his supporters. But you people look at him as God. That's why he never talks to you people. That's why he doesn't appear in the media. He never asks questions. He never answers questions. Because he knows that you people that support him, you people up here, he's empty. You see him as a God. You don't see him as a servant that is working, that should be working for you because you're paying him with your taxpayers' money. We have to change the orientation of our Nigerian people. It's very important going forward. Thank you so much, IG. Let me bring in Catchy Therapy. Catchy Therapy, please. You have the live, and I'll come to Stanley in that order. Please, Catchy Therapy, you have 5 minutes, please.
Okay. Good evening, Saddam. Good evening, everybody. I want to talk about Peter B's the interview. I tried to watch the interview as much as I could from YouTube. First of all, two of the biggest fears where they hold a lot of us down. One, the fear of failure. Hey, what if I fail? What if this no goes I plan? What if? And the second one, the fear of death. And I make bold to say Peter B has conquered those two fears. Fear of death. You get what he talk. Beyond just saying this one after him. I don't know if you watch the video, you see a part he said that he don't tell the children, he don't tell the wife. See if anything happen, say that's what it be. He don't make up his mind, say anywhere where I won't carry this thing reach. Now that place we go. So when somebody don't make up a mind, say, you know, what more can you do? Like, what is the worst that you can do? Because you see, these fears, it has held a lot of us back as Nigerians, and a lot of us mistake timidity for virtue. Oh, you know, after all, people, I remember EndSARS period. You get one guy, we don't follow for the protest, though. Random, he there far away from the thing. Stray bullet killer. People wait there for their houses or there for their schools. Bandits will come pick them. See, your fear that is making you timid, making you withdraw. Say, oh, I don't come out, come vote. Say, thugs go come. This one go come. They know they pick you from the road. They know they pick you from school. See, so until we get to a point where we conquer fear of failure and fear of death, now that point where we say, if you like, if they go fight person where the dog say, Mama, anyhow, we say, it's either me, I go from here today or you go. So please, 27 election, no be matter of if they allow us, we Peter will defend our votes. Oh, what if they said this one? No. We have to make a decision, and we have to understand that it's a fight for our own survival.
Facts.
I'm not talking about survival of the country. I'm talking about it's a fight for personal survival. And so personal survival is one of the most basic needs of man. If you rank Maslow's hierarchy, one of the most basic needs of survival. Anything where you threaten anybody's survival, any animal where you see, anything where you threaten survival, that thing will go down. It doesn't matter what it is. So when you think that this thing is threatening your survival, these people who are coming, stealing your votes, subverting the process, are threatening your survival. Not just in figurative terms, in real terms. In real terms, it's threatening your survival. Then you make a decision. I will end by this. I don't talk a lot of time for violent people. Maybe I have to come here again. About fear, this fear of death and all. I remember at that time when I be still there, my popsy been there, was a public servant and all. And they did very, even when I was in school, when I was in uni, I was very vocal about politics and failure of government. My popsy would send me a message, say, hi, make I know they make noise, say, make I calm down, see, you know, tell these people that are bad people, make the no verse, they go fit talk, say, okay, now him, they make me, they do, blah, 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 blah. My popsy was looking for every way to avoid trouble, make it no offense, make it just do a part, move on. Guess what? He had a police escort for house, get police escort for work, get police audit, they follow him. He was still an assassination attempt. That's how he went. So your fear, that's where they fear. It doesn't prevent that thing from happening.
Facts.
When I remember when I did there, I schooled for ISU, I lived for one hostel for one state where they come Bonoji, where they run for cultists. I remember one time the cultists talk, send message say, did they come at this virgin that time? So they call this virgin so time. What did happen? People will say, okay, make we wait, every how they do them now. People they come back for door, say everybody come out, everybody fall out, everybody in the hostel. People don't hold anything. What you hold now? Everybody came out, stand in front of the gate. We there for inside the gate. Those people get outside. When they see them, they see us. They go back. Like how many people you walk in? How many bullets you get? You get what you go see. You go say, wait, oh, this thing when they give this kind of people moral like this. By this time of the night, some of them come out, stand in front of gates. They know say we carry gun. They know say this thing. Like this will say make a leave people and their problem. They go back. So until you get to a point where you understand, say this election now for the most desperate. People get desperate, but we need to prove to them, say we as Nigerian people, 200 million of us, we are more desperate than him. And that's the only way we can conquer this. Make I not talk too much. I don't say my time don't go. But thank you so much for everything you do. And thank you for bringing it to TikTok. Because nothing because I TikTok before. But this what you said was very, very important. And if people when they get empty head, get the loudest voices. If people will get something to offer and something to give, going to stay quiet. That's the way they get empty head and loud voices go populate everywhere. And everybody will assume, say, okay, now so everybody, that's everything. So please thank you for this work you're doing. It's highly, it's highly needed, and God bless all our efforts. And it will end well. Well done.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. As in, I just wrote something now while we were speaking, and I said, on the other side of fear is a working Nigeria. On the other side of fear, Nigerians, the major thing Nigerians have is fear. We too, they fear. You're not living. You're not living, guys. We are not living. What are you scared of? You're not living. These people that they fear are cowards. I want to repeat it again. That Tinubu is the biggest coward in Nigeria. Tinubu na coward, though. Tinubu fear pass you. Forget this way it is. Tinubu is a heavy coward. Small NSAS protest for Lagos. Tinubu don't japa. He don't japa. He don't run. Small NSAS protest when here. He don't run. Come on from Lagos. He don't run. That's why get Lagos. So NSAS will not reach how many people for streets. Please, why are they run now? What's happen now? All these APC, all of our APC people that don't run, they don't come.
Saddam, you know that for the first 2 years of Tinubu's government, Independent Day, there was no military parade.
In a fear now.
Do you know that? Because as at that time, there was rumor of, there was a coup. It was that time I realized that this man is a coward.
In a fear. The man is a heavy coward. He carry propaganda and carry this in the life of people. He's a heavy coward. In a fear. Why do you think he's not listening to Peter B? Now fear. Now fear. He cannot challenge. A man that is confident, that is not scared, will challenge. We say, let's go to the ballot. Let's fight. If you get boxing match, before boxing match, you don't already go tell people to go and put Saddam poison for a food. Put Saddam, make sure say him drink this thing. Make sure say him do accident. Make sure all these antics shows that you're scared. If you know you're going to beat me in a boxing match, you'll be ready. You say, Saddam, let's meet. Tinubu is a coward. He's scared. That's why I'm telling you, take it out. Everybody, tell everybody, Tinubu they fear. Now fear man. Nothing when he get that. He's the biggest coward to be a politician in Nigeria. Because if you always think that the easy way out is to push out your opponent from contesting, then you're a coward. So Nigerians, take that. I want people to register this in your brain. Tinubu is the biggest coward ever to be president in Nigeria. He's the biggest coward ever. We never get to our way to reach him. If they fear, die. All his supporters are the same thing. They know they put their face for you think that they come to this, they don't show their face. Then they fear also. But they write down with the type for this thing 4 + 4, 4 + 4. Then they fear. If you're man enough, you support this man, carry your chest and come out. If he's man enough, tell P2B, tell INEC, give us conduct free and fair elections. He will not do this because he's what? He's scared. Take that to your brain, Nigerians. Tell people around you, Tinubu is a coward. Let it be a normal word. Put it out there, people. Thank you so much, my brother, and Kati Therapy. Thank you so much. Please, guys, meanwhile, everybody, please, let's take the next few seconds. Let me just do this across all platforms. If you're not joining us, we're talking about the P2B's interview today with Trude, where he talks about attempts to his life, that these people are trying to do everything to make sure that they unalive him before the next elections. And we are here talking about it because it's very important Nigerians talk about it. So if you want to join the conversation, this is a TikTok show. We're talking about the live on TikTok. You can request a mic only for TikTok for now. Hopefully, as we go into, as we continue to expand across our different platforms, we'll have to find a way that every other people can join across different platforms. But as you're listening to me, please, guys, all I need of you guys is to please help me share the live. Everybody, we are a lot of people already in the room from different platforms. Please, let's share the live. Everybody, just take the next few minutes to share the live. If you're on TikTok, share the live. If you're on X, please repost the live. If you're on Facebook, please share the live. Instagram, the same thing. Everyone, please share the live. Let's get more into the conversation. And also TikTokers, everybody just take the next few seconds, next 3 minutes, and hit 500 likes each. Let's power tap. Just keep tapping, keep tapping, keep tapping. Let's get more into the conversation. While I bring people up, I don't know what's happening. I bring you people up, I people fall off. I don't know if you guys are scared of the conversation or you guys don't. I don't know. With somebody, I cannot see a request. I don't know if it's my own network. I think my network is good for my side. Wiz Diamond, you said request. I can't see your request. So please, I'm not open up the mic right now to Stanley. I think Stanley, you're meant to go next. Ovia Adigbe, I cannot see your request. I can't see your request. Ovia Adigbe, I can't see your. Please request the mic if you want to speak. Okay, I've seen it now. Wiz Diamond. Please, if you come up here, do not unmute your mic. If you're not called to unmute your mic, just keep your mic shut till I bring you up. Stanley Blessed, can you hear me? If you can hear me, please unmute your mic. You have the live in 5 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Please, one thing, the reason why I came to this live, I'm so happy, brother. Thank you so much for adding me or bringing me up here. I really want to tell you, this is a dream that I had about P2B. And this dream, I already made a video about it and I posted it on my TikTok, but not on this one, in the other TikTok. And I also write it down. I think I want to put on my video. Yeah. So you can see this is when you see here, you can see it's about P2B and everything. This is.
No, please, don't, please don't do that.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, sorry. I'm sorry for doing it. So, what I want to say right now, like the story you guys are saying about P2B, like how he was embarrassed. I think he needs to improve in times of moving around. He needs to add up security on his movements, because this dream I had about him, P2B, was they bite him on that dream. And what happened on this dream? Okay, I had to stay because you just gave me 5 minutes. I think it's not enough, but I need to tell this story. This is please.
My brother, please. One thing I don't want to do on my platform is to self-fear. Your dream is your dream. Your dream is not reality, right? So your dream is your dream. Now I'm coming, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, so you go on. No, please. I just want to put it out there. Your dream. You're not a.
Okay. Yeah, my dream is my dream. Yeah, but
your dream is your dream. And your dream can only be. No, please. I have to say this, please. I cannot give you a platform to share your dream on how something happened. It is your reality. Whatever you see in your dream, P2B does not know you. Are you related to P2B?
Okay.
Are you related to P2B? Are you related to P2B?
I'm not related to him.
So then your dream is your dream. He doesn't. If I will not give you a platform to put your dream out. So just whatever I see in your dream is for you, right? So it can even be your brother that you saw as dream. The dream is a use face. It can be your family member that you saw there that they use this thing, right? So just keep it. Whatever is in your dream, please keep it to yourself. Pray about it. Do whatever you want to do about it. And just that's how I'm not going to give you a platform whereby you now say, okay, your dream. If you even if you dream and say it's something to become president, keep it. Pray about it. It came to you for a reason, right? I believe he's surrounded by so many people that if there's a message for him from God, there are people around him that the message will get to him too. If you understand what I mean.
Okay.
If you understand what I mean. So please, are you a prophet?
Well, you just you're actually shutting me up.
No, I'm not shutting you up. I'm going to give you time to speak.
Yeah, it's your platform.
I'm going to give you time to speak, but what I'm not going to do is to allow you to use my platform to share your dream. Your dream is not your dream is your dream. It's not my reality. It's not. I'm coming.
It's not like I want to share the dream, but I want to say something that is going to happen or something that will happen.
No, my brother, you cannot say. I'm coming, please. You cannot say something that will happen because you don't know what will happen. You don't know.
Yes.
Do you know what will happen in the next 5 minutes?
No, I don't know what.
So you don't know. You have no certainty in anything. I cannot. I don't know. I cannot verify your mental capacity as I'm speaking to you right now. I cannot verify whether maybe that malaria you dream. I cannot verify whether maybe that day you go club, go drink, high, you dream. I cannot verify whether maybe that day you don't pray, tired, you dream. I cannot verify. There's nothing I can verify from my screen, right? So I cannot now allow you to please come out there. No, just if you want to join the conversation and share an opinion on the conversation, please do that. Or if you choose to, probably interpret your dream anyhow you want to, that put it in your platform. Hell, God bless you, but not on my platform. You share your dream, please. Not on my platform, please. Thank you.
One thing I want to say about this B2B issue, I can just say that he needs to improve himself in terms of going out. He needs to work with securities. Yeah, it's obvious that he has been this type of politician that always work without arms, without security, without people that guides him, and this has been an intimidation to his life. And most time people take him for granted, and sometimes he might be intimidated because of all this. But one thing I want to say that whatever thing he's doing, or whatever thing, like anywhere you are, on how to support P2B, because right now I know he has a lot of people that are battling in order to bring him down. Yes. So, but the one thing I just want to say on this platform, that he should know how to guide himself. There are things he shouldn't have exposed, because what I saw, it's something that somebody that already knows him very well was the person that let me say that leaked the secret or give information on where he is, that he was caught. Yes. So about P2B becoming the president, he will surely become president, but there is a lot of challenge.
All right, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All I'll say is one more time, please. I don't want to feel like I gagged you or I stopped you, but please, I hope you get to understand what it means, because me, I did dream. If I share my dream yesterday, now you go fear, you go wrong, come up for here. And so everybody the dream, right? But you have to understand your dream is up to your own reality and your interpretation of what you want to see. Your reality is not my reality. Your reality, if you dream, say you see Saddam somewhere, hold on for yourself. Don't come and tell me you. Don't tell me if you see me for dream. Like me for dream, I appear like different people. I get like 25 faces. If they see me for dream, what they see now your papa. If they see me for dream, what they see now your mama or your brother or your sister. So you understand. So I try to limit the conversation to what we can deal with, what we can handle as a people, and what we can say. And the greatest thing you can do is, if you see somebody in your dream, the greatest thing you can do for that person is to pray for the person. If you're a person of faith, you pray for the person in whatever capacity you can. Cover that person. Keep praying for the person. That's the best you can do, right? But what we're not going to do going to the next electoral season is to try and sell fear or intimidation, because the man called Peter Obi has killed fear. Peter Obi know the fear.
Yes.
You don't get anything called fear. So a man that is clean and has nothing worrying him is not scared of anything. People that are planning for him, now them they go that pit they dig for him, they'll fall into it themselves. That's people they pray. People they pray for Peter Obi every day for of their lives. Because they understand how important he is to the country. So my brother, thank you very much, and I appreciate your presence here. We'll be here having a conversation. Thank you so much, right? All right, let's move on the mic, guys. Please, everybody, please power tap the live. Let's get up into the conversation. And who is
I think share my own dream about Kurubu. Guys, we are too many in this room to not be over 100K right now. Let's go. Let's tap.
In fact,
Like the page.
the only dream I want to hear in this room is Tinubu dream. If you dream about Tinubu, come and share your dream.
You don't earn well from Kurubu at all. I mean, anybody who knows make his send the message to Kurubu, it's not funny. And you see one prince.
Wait till you call out. You call out wait till.
Somebody they fight. Take up his Kurubu.
Oh, Nigeria, so I'm gonna give us that Kurubu. All right, thank you so much. Okay, let me pass the mic right now to I think Wiz Diamond. Wiz Diamond, you have the live in 5 minutes. Welcome.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Thank you, host.
You're welcome.
Thank you. It's my first time in your platform. I think it was Queen that.
Do I have the floor to speak?
No, sorry, did you hear your name? Please don't unmute your mic if you're not called up to speak, please. Somebody's speaking. If somebody's speaking, if you cannot hear the person, please maybe you have to drop and come back. I think it's your network.
So I was saying thank you, host, and it was Queen that gave me the opportunity to know about your platform, and I really appreciate the fact that on the street of TikTok right now we have like credible individuals, Nigerian citizens who are trying to sanitize, you understand, the mentality of those back home or those in the diaspora who have the opportunity to go home and vote. So I am rooting for Peter Obi. Peter Obi, the reason why I'm supporting him is the fact that, you know, he's always like, go and verify. And I have done a lot of research, and this man is like the only person that has the interests of Nigerians at heart. We have 169 people watching us on the viewers' eye. Nigerians, please, I want you to listen to me. And I appreciate everyone that is taking their time to, like, you know, burn data, listen. You're not in the bus, we still appreciate you. You're in the bus, we appreciate you. I want to let you know that Nigeria belongs to you. I want to let you know that they are giving you peanuts. They are giving you bare minimum. That handout that they are giving you is your inheritance. I want to let you know that in a working country where I am, you deserve electricity, you deserve free healthcare, you deserve the road to be like, you know, the road is not something somebody is supposed to come and be bragging that I built road for you. You deserve free education, at least from your primary, nursery up onto the university level. I want to let you know that there is something called government funding your university. You understand? And you can study whatsoever you want. If you start working, you can start paying back small. I want to let you know that there is no way, no place in this world that 70K is a minimum wage. Nigerians living in Nigeria, they are giving you bare minimum. The common Nigerians that are listening to me right now, Peter Obi is the only candidate that has your interest at heart. Peter Obi is already a billionaire. There is no reason why he should be stressing himself to come out and become a president. He is coming out because he has your interest at heart. Peter Obi, because he wants the betterment of Nigeria. Nigerians listening to me, I want to tell you that where I am living, when you go to the hospital, you don't have to come and start paying deposit. There is nothing like deposit. Where I am living, you can gladly pick up your phone and call 999 or 111. Emergency will post to your house and they will come and rescue your life. I want to let you know that the life expectancy rate in Nigeria is 50 years. If bandits meet you, if it even be 10 years, if it even be when they born you, say doctor no get electricity to deliver you. I listened to the story of MC Bakara. His child, his beautiful daughter is going through that situation just because of ordinary the hospital could not provide what they call oxygen. That is why that beautiful daughter is going through that situation that she's going through. Nigerians, please, we can get it right. What they are giving you is your own inheritance. Please, let's not lose it. Let's not lose it in 2027. If they are paying you, if they are giving you anything to vote for them, they are giving you what belongs to you. Do you know how rich Nigeria is? God blessed us with mineral resources. God bless us with things we cannot even expect. Do you know that Nigeria is capable of paying you monthly? Our fathers, our teachers, in front of us, a teacher was pied. You understand? And nobody is to be held accountable. You cannot have the freedom of speech. You speak and the DSS will come and pick you. Where I am living, Nigeria, it is not happening. Please, I beg you in the name of God, do not take 10,000 naira to sell your inheritance. Do not take 5,000 naira to sell your inheritance. These guys are deceiving you. I want you to know that you living abroad, let it be that you want to live abroad. Let it not be that you are living in abroad for exile. Okay? A lot of us want to come back to Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians want to come back. Nigeria, please. This is the only way out for us to get it right. And Peter Obi, he is not a saint, but he has given us the data to go and verify. He has given us the data to go and verify. He has held public office and is verifiable. Thank you, host. God bless you for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. Thank you. I mean, there's no. You just put it very, very well in a very feminine passion, man. Thank you so much. You know, Nigerians, please, if you heard her, please tell your people back home, please. Vote is your life. Your vote is your life. That 5,000, 10,000 naira, how much is it? Minimum wage 70,000 naira for a month. That is less than $50 for a month. It's what some people earn in an hour in a working country. There is no reason why we should be poor. We have no business. If you go through my platforms, I've made videos, timeless videos. Nigeria has no business with poverty. We have no business with poverty. Every state in Nigeria is wealthy enough with the resources underneath their soil to take care of their people. But we just have a very useless, criminalized government that all they think about is to loot, steal. Tinubu has borrowed over 33 billion US dollars in 3 years. I repeat, Tinubu has borrowed over 33 billion US dollars in 3 years. Not talking about the IGR. Not talking about the what oil revenues. Not talking about solid mineral revenues. All this money Tinubu has borrowed, nothing to show for it. You cannot quantify what Tinubu has done with all our funds. All his people point to is Coastal Road that they are currently rehabilitating. Coastal Road, when they begin to build, which day? They are now rehabilitating Coastal Road. And NEL Fund that is less than 1 million people, Nigerian students, according to their own data, less than 1 million people, students are beneficiaries of NEL Fund that you see them making noise about across the world. NEL Fund. Less than 1 million people are benefiting it. And I know it's not even up to 50,000 people in Nigeria that are benefiting from that NEL fund. This is the climax of Tinubu's administration. No new hospitals built, no new universities built, no new companies attracted to the country. If I don't give you power in 4 years, don't vote for me. No power in 4 years. Insecurity everywhere. Pro-max. Before Tinubu came in, Southwest was relatively safe. Today, you cannot travel from Akure to another part of the Southwest without you praying. The same thing in the South, the same thing in the Southeast, the same thing in the North Central, the same thing in the Northwest, the same thing in the Northeast. Every part of the country is unsafe today under these crooks in power, and all they do is steal. That yesterday, Oyo State Governor came out to say that Tinubu has not picked up his phone to call him. A state that where Nigerians are crying, the whole world saw it. A teacher was on live TV. Children are in the forest. Tinubu no fit carry him phone call. Governor, what are you doing? What do you need? How can we help? Tinubu no fit call. This is Oyo State, a Yoruba state. A Yoruba state. Tinubu has withheld federal allocation, state and local government allocation to Osun State for the past 15 months. For 15 good months, Tinubu has, to the tune of 202 billion naira. Osun State money for local government salaries there, local government contractors money is there, local government projects are there. For 15 months, Tinubu has refused to pay Osun State. Osun State, now Yoruba State. He's actively dealing with his own people. If this man with this callousness can treat his people like that, what is the like? Who are you? Look at El Rufai. El Rufai is one of the reasons why the Northerners backed this man in 2023. He was everywhere shouting for him, doing propaganda for the man. We were warning El Rufai. Where's El Rufai today? El Rufai mother has to buy before they released El Rufai to go and bury his mother, and they took him back. Is El Rufai more corrupt than Yaya Bello? Is El Rufai more corrupt than all these governors that are surrounding themselves with APC? No. But because of the man in the center is a vindictive crook. If you challenge him, he will use state power against you. The greatest reason, that's why I said Peter Obi is a saint. The only problem that they have with Peter Obi is that Peter Obi did not steal 1 kobo as a governor. He has stolen 1 kobo. This man in Aso Rock. They would not use everything by now. They would have crippled him by now. But there's nothing. They don't search. Use ICPC, use FBI, use Interpol, use EFCC. They have done every single thing. They can't trace anything to the man. So they are doing what? Frustrating his family, frustrating his business, threatening his life, doing everything. That is the kind of vindictive government we are seeing today. And a failed government trying to tell Nigerians that they will come back, whether we like it or not. And we say it's a lie. Tinubu, you're a one-term president. You're a one-term president. If you say you will rig our vote, we will count you inside it. Thank you so much, Wiz Diamond. Thank you. All right, let me pass the mic to Doc Goes. Doc Goes, you have the line. 5 minutes, please. Doc Goes. Please, if you're speaking, can you speak to your phone? If you're using an earpiece, please take off your earpiece and speak. Can you speak directly to your phone, please?
No. Yeah, I'm not using earpiece.
All right, go on. You're audible now. Go on, please. Thank you.
So it's my first time on your platform. I've seen your platform very well. It's kind of interesting because I watched Peter Obi interview with Chidenwo, or I don't know.
Chidenwo, Chichude or something.
I don't know his surname. Yeah. So, yeah, I saw a man in distress. By the way, before I proceed, let me make this clear. I have soft spot for Peter Obi, But I'm a supporter of Atiku Abubakar. I'm supporting Atiku Abubakar for 2027. But that's a different discussion on its own. So I'm just going to focus on the topic of today. So what I think, I don't know if we have people that are very close to Peter Obi here, is that Peter Obi needs to pluralize his ambition. What do I mean by that? He needs generals that will be speaking on his behalf, that will be standing for him. Look at what happens to him. I expect NDC publicity secretary to come out to be speaking on behalf of the party and the presidential candidate. To say, no, you cannot keep intimidating a presidential candidate. There needs to be putting fears into the heart of the ruling party and Tinubu. I'm not a supporter of Tinubu. I will never be a supporter of somebody who is so greedy, who doesn't care about the people, who believes that the only way to govern people is to suppress them, to subjugate them, and to keep them, and to impoverish them so that you can keep ruling over them. So I'm a Yoruba, I'm from Southwest, but I've never been a fan of Tinubu. And if Peter Obi can have generals standing up for him, so that the heat of the campaign and the stress and the antics of the ruling party will not be getting too much to him. I pity the man. He's an amiable gentleman. If I have my way, like I told you, I want an Atiku Obi ticket, but that's a discussion for another day. It didn't happen, but we have to soldier on. If Atiku is not on the ballot, of course, I'll be here and there, everywhere supporting Peter Obi. Because I believe, you may not like it, some people may not like it, I believe Atiku and Obi worked together in 2019, and it was against all odds, against the wish of PDP governors, the Umar of this world, Yekere Madu, who was the deputy senate president then, and some other people who didn't want Peter Obi as the vice presidential candidate, that Atiku said, this is the man I wanted. He saw that thing in him, because Peter Obi has so much value to add to the Nigerian polity. He has so much value to add to governance. I've been following him since his days in Anambra, when every governor was asking for bailouts under Buhari. Anambra State was the only state that didn't ask for bailout. So that shows you the thrift nature of the government. Some people said he saved money. No, savings is part of finance. Whether it's private finance or public finance, you have to save some money. What you save is now dependent on you, but you need to save some money. So the ideology of some people believing that you don't need to save, all you just need to do is to be spending on infrastructure, as if there's no government that has not constructed road. Even IBB constructed road, Abacha constructed road. So I don't know when road construction has become a metric of good governance. It doesn't make sense to me when people keep talking about road construction as if road construction is the only thing a government should do. So when I see the ignorance talking about coastal road, I just laugh at them, because is that depressing me? When road construction is good, there should be a budget for that, but there should be budget for other things. There should be budget for job creation. There should be budget for empowerment of young people, small and medium-scale enterprises, which are the building blocks of our economy. Is Tinubu government doing anything in that regard? Absolutely nothing is being done in that regard. In the history of Nigeria, Tinubu has budget implementation rate of 24%, the lowest in history. It has never happened before. Big budget, but the budget is big for nothing. The budget is so useless because it's not implementing it. How do you create budget and you are not releasing funds? You know who the people you release funds to. And IMF has exposed it, extra budgetary spending. You take money from the collection point, it doesn't reflect in the budget, and you spend it over 8 trillion naira. That's what IMF mentioned as the extra budgetary spending of the local. So that is the template he used in Lagos. He has upscaled it to the national level now, but it can't. There is no way for him. He will be exposed because Lagos is not Nigeria. Every high is on him. Is on his governance. And from Southwest, I feel sad that insecurity has crept into Southwest. It is sad. Southwest, was not facing insecurity, even under Buhari, it wasn't this bad. But look at what has happened. It's a mess all around. I'm from Osun State. Look at what he has done to the local government. Through his nephew, Oyetola, he seized the allocation of local government just because the governor does not belong to your party. Is that democracy? So these are the things that I feel, I will say it anywhere, every platform I go to. We must ensure that this man doesn't come back. I don't know how it's going to happen. One way or the other, but of course through ballots, but we need to keep the sensitization going on and the orientation of our people to know that it is for the good of many Nigerians that Tinubu doesn't come back in 2027.
All right.
It will be disastrous for him to come back. I guess my time is up. So yeah, that's okay.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Dog Goes. I honestly, I would have loved to engage you on article, but that would take the topic to a different angle. So maybe subsequently on our subsequent shows, I'll really you're like one of, since I've been hosting my TikTok lives, I've seen just one article supporter, and just one, Baba, what's that his name? Baba somebody. You're the second person, and honestly, I would have loved to just have a conversation with you on public like this. So maybe if you're free, maybe next week Monday when we come back, or tomorrow we have a violence space that is starting from 8 p.m. So I don't think Atiku will be on the topic tomorrow, but maybe he might be on the topic tomorrow and we'll talk about it. I really want to know why you think Atiku will be different from Tinubu. I want to know why so much believe in power rotation in the country. I believe that Atiku has not shown any gentleman respect to the southern part of the country, and that he has not proven to be a friend of the South, in that he only believes that the only way the South can get his respect is if the South come underneath him. He has not shown support for the South. So I really want to know more of this and more, but I don't want to take this topic from what's more important to us, which is talking about the assassination plans of this government on Peter Obi. But thank you very much. Wonderfully said. Tinubu does not deserve to come back to power. I think it's an agreement across all that Nigerians are all unanimously saying that Tinubu has been a disaster. It's good to know that you're voting on the southwestern part of the country, so you have shed more insights to this. I hope more Nigerians get to understand that this has nothing to do with even tribe or religion or anything. It has to do with the quality of leadership that we're seeing today in Nigeria. Nigeria has no president. There's no leadership in the country today, and it's a shame when we found ourselves. But thank you very much, Dog Goes. Thank you. Let me pass the mic right now to Achu Edith. Edith, can you hear me? Edith, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, you have the live in 5 minutes. Welcome.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible. Shoot.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, everybody. This is my very first time appearing here, even though I've been sometimes on the queue and sometimes I get so discouraged and I opt out. But I just want to drop some things here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go on, man.
If there is any mistake any one of us is going to make in 2027, it is allowing failure to come back. There is no reason why we should reinforce failure. We are not a cost society. Because I don't see any reason why we should allow somebody that is an ancestor to continue to rule over us in this modern generation. I was one of the people that stood against Buhari because why? I said, how can you bring a man from Daura that have not added one CV to his qualification since he left governance? He has not added one CV to his qualification. You went and brought him to come and rule over a society that is progressive. So there's nothing that's going to come out of it. The same thing is what is happening to Tinubu. Let me quickly share an experience I have with Tinubu. He is one of the most vindictive beings that lives on the face of the earth. He is so vindictive that if he wants to deal with you, he will make sure that he do it to the. In fact, he can chase it even into the hole. I married my husband in 2003. We have a warehouse in Ladipo. If you guys know Ladipo very well, those that are very conversant with Lagos, Ladipo is a warehouse where where we sell spare parts. There are people that sell wholesale TV, wholesale fridge. So my husband imports used fridge. He has a space in Ladipo where he sells things. So Tinubu's environmental commissioner for environment came to campaign at Ladipo for Tinubu to come back for his second term in 2003. When he came, these people were booing him, saying, "Oh, Tinubu will not win. Go, we don't want Tinubu. We don't want Tinubu." This guy went and reported to Tinubu that, "Oh, I came to Ladipo to campaign." These people were booing. I'm not trying to play any ethnic card here. I'm only trying to tell people my experience with him. So they said, "Oh, when we went there, they were booing us. All those Igbo boys in Ladipo, they were saying you will not come back. They are booing us. This, that." So everybody felt like, oh, it was cool. Nobody thought, what people did not knowing. Guys, let me shock you people. Do you know that when Tinubu won that election, the first thing he did was to lock up Ladipo? You can fact check me. If you remember when Ladipo market was locked up 2003, that was what happened. He has not even assumed his second time. The first information he released was that market is closed down based on drainage, this, that, blah, blah, blah. We knew that he was being vindictive for the very booing that they gave to him the day he came to campaign. This is how this man locked that market for almost 2 years. My husband's goods there depreciated in value. By the time he opened the shop, the goods there were no longer the same. We auctioned everything. We started life from the scratch. So when he wanted to contest for president, we now moved and relocated, changed our business. We started another shop in Computer Village, Ikeja. I told my husband, I said, if this man ever wins this presidency, I'm going to. I love Nigeria. I never plan traveling outside Nigeria. But this man, if this man ever becomes the president, I'm going to move out of this country. Like I said that thing, as if God himself, people heard it. Lo and behold, the man became the president. I relocated myself and my family. We moved out of Nigeria. We relocated to UK. And honestly, if you know, P2B is, my husband has dealt with P2B one-on-one. When he did with Atiku, they came to Computer Village to campaign. My husband, we are part of the administrative team of the market. They consulted with my husband. This man does not give shishi. This one is not one-on-one, but he is a man that is loaded with ideas. He is a man that has a vision. He is a talk and do. What he cannot do, he will tell you he cannot do. What he will do, he will tell you he will do. So I don't know, maybe Nigerians like those people that will come and lie to you that, oh, what I will do this, I will do this. That is what but we need to move on. There needs to be a paradigm shift. I've told the people back home that if you don't have your voter's card to vote for P2B, don't call me for money. I'm not giving you a dime. Now, if I need to give you money, I say, show me your PVC. If you give me show me your PVC, I give you money. If you don't have a PVC, I don't have any business with you because people are the problem of the society. I don't know why, I don't know how we're going to do to chase these people away because it's toxic. It's getting at every one of us. We are all paying the price of it. And I don't know when we're going to stop paying. My kids are asking me, Mommy, what is wrong with Nigeria? Are we jinxed as a people? What is the problem with our society? There's no problem with the Nigerian people. What we have is a leadership problem, and we need to chase these people out of governance so that we can sanitize everywhere and start and reset again and start up again. I think my time is up. I hope to find time to speak more.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Edith. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let me even wrap this with. Thank you. Well spoken. And you see, there's nothing greater than, sorry, please, when you come up here, just mute your mic, please. There is nothing greater than lived experience, right? When somebody tells you their experience, there is nothing greater than it. When they tell you this is what I experienced from this person, it's different from I heard, hearsay, I was told. It is a lived experience. When she was speaking, I just remembered my personal experience back in Lagos also. Like you're going towards VGC, and you're going towards your VGC period, Eleganza. I have a my child lady. Then back in the days, this was I think first and last first term. Yeah. And Tinubu wanted to buy their property. Tinubu wanted to buy their property and they refused. On that highway, like you're going to Elegance, I'm not going to call the property name just for security reasons. And they refused. Her husband was a minister under Jonathan's administration. So they are top people in the society. They are big in the society. Right? They are not pushovers. And as Tinubu wanted to buy that property, they refused. It was a prime property. I'm not going to say what kind of property, just so I don't put them on the spot. Tinubu now ordered for that place to be fenced. That's where they now use gauge and fence that whole place. So normally, when people want to come to that property, people just drive and you just drive in from the highway there. But as they fenced it to Lekki Phase 2. Before you can come to that property, you now have to drive and enter through Lekki Phase 2. Drive through Chevron, drive through the back. They killed those people's business with just that one act. So when this woman was saying what she was saying right now, it just hit me. I just remembered, I remember, I'm saying this now nice. When this woman was complaining about Tinubu, this I'm saying is not now, this I'm saying like some 15 years ago when she was lived experience. This is who the man is. A greedy, avaricious kleptomaniac that is occupying Aso today. It's who you are dealing with. He does not have limit to his stealing. He does not have limit to his. Tinubu will steal Nigeria. If you give him Ghana, he will steal Ghana on top. If you see your 5 kobo, he will steal your 5 kobo on top. He no get limit. He no get limit. What you are dealing with, I don't know whether now, maybe they swear for him. If let's say a curse, they curse him with that thing from somewhere. It's not normal. It's not. He has no limit. He has no. There's a point that okay, you've amassed this. If you know how many lands that man have collected from people in Lagos, what are you doing with all these lands? What are you doing with all these properties? What are you doing with all this money? What are you doing with all this? You will die and leave all these things. What are you doing with all these things for God? I'm asking myself, and what is all these things? Vanity upon vanity. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. You have to take this criminal out of. Let him carry the one you have stolen and go. Just please go. Just go. You're stolen enough. Go. Let's fix our country. Please. Please. Zamzi. Okay, I took a little. Please, Zamzi, I'll come back to you. Let me take Ovia. Ovia, please. Ovia, you have the live. Please, 5 minutes and I'll come to Zamzi. God.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go on.
Yeah. Good morning. Yeah. I'm not going to speak for long. I wanted to go on the points that we've been making a mistake on, and I want us to understand that this Tinubu of a president is a stupid man. And let me give a clear example. If an individual goes to a class of primary 1 and then shares sweets around, and then tell them that, okay, if I'm giving you this sweet, you guys are going to do this for me. And then the primary 1 kids end up doing it. We can't call that person a master strategist, right? Because that was easy. The kids could be bought. Now, putting it in the play of the political strategist in quotes that we call this man, or thinking that he's powerful or he's smart, or people keep coming out to say this guy is a smart man. Tinubu is a stupid person. Let's first understand that. He's a coward and a stupid person. Everything he's doing in politics is not rocket science. It's not at all. All he does is acquire, buy. That's all he does. And then he blocks anyone that tries to infiltrate his power. That's all. There's nothing smart about what Tinubu is doing. Let's put that one to the side first. He's not a smart man. He's not a master strategist. If he was a master strategist as a politician, he wouldn't be holding Obi down. If he was even a smart person per se, Tinubu can still, with the amount of money he has, he can still steal and still make Nigeria live a better life for him to come back. That's it. That's how, with the crazy money we have in Nigeria, he can still, and Nigeria will still have a better life. So he's not even smart at all. He's not even smart. That's to the side. And then there's someone that was talking about the Nigerian fear factor that we have, which is very, very important. We are afraid of what is going to happen to us. That's one mentality we have. You see injustice, you cannot stand for it. When it's time to put your life on the line for your country, you cannot because you are afraid. And at the end of the day, now your country will stick by you at the same time. If we understand that factor, that the things that we're scared of happening is going to happen to us times 10 if we don't step up. Nothing is going to happen. Then I also wrote down another point. And then, yes, a lady that was speaking about how we Nigerians deserve better. And she was talking about, the people outside the country, they're the things that that's allocated to you as a normal citizen. How you can go to the hospital, you don't have to pay deposit, your school fees can be paid. If you make a phone call, the ambulance is going to come. If we are not angry enough as Nigerians, I want you to understand that not only are these people living a better life than us, but the better life that these people are living is funded by us. Let's understand that first. If today Nigeria cut short everything, every raw material they're exporting to all these countries, they will crash. These people will crash. All this good life, good road, good hospitals they have, their police system, everything, their economy will crash. And once it crashes, the country crashes. Let's understand that the good life that these people are living is off of us. So we even deserve more and better. And then, when I was watching this Peter B interview, there was one thing I took from what he said or how he explained his experience at the airport is that this is to show me that this man understands the rule of law. You notice how he asks, why is this happening? Look at other cars here. This thing cannot happen to a normal former governor. You can't even, the former governor car cannot even be parked there, first of all. His escort that will come and pick him direct. It's not possible that you are clamping a former governor car. But for the fact that happens, is to show you, or for you to understand the mentality that this man has and can bring to the table to Nigeria. And then just to cut my point short and everything I've said is, we should not be afraid of this man. Tinubu is a very stupid man. He is going to definitely slip up. He's an old man that has been stealing since he came into this country, because I believe that man is not a Nigerian. That's my own belief. I don't think that guy is Nigerian. Because get how you go hate your people rich when they say you go steal so much that you can never give them crumbs. Tinubu is not giving them crumbs. Anything that we are seeing as Nigeria are the things that by mistake entered or private organizations are doing. Tinubu is not giving us anything, not even a crumb. So
thank you.
First off, this man is not powerful. He is not no master strategist or master politician, and is a very stupid man and an uneducated man is sitting at the top of Nigeria. Let's sink that in, because if you go back to any of his certification, you cannot find anything. So let's understand that a drug lord, an uneducated, stupid man that has no idea what Nigeria is and how to push Nigeria forward, is sitting down there. And if that doesn't make you angry enough, I do not know what it is for you then. But that's just the point I wanted to add.
Thank you. Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you, Ovia. Thank you. Honestly, it's important. It's important we say it as it is. That whole. I think I'm also guilty of that point of sometimes. He's a master. He's a dumb man. There's no master strategizing anything he's doing. He's actually truly, as you said, now come empty head. I always say that and the painful thing to me is that amongst his supporters, amongst his followers, he's the smartest. That is the scary part. That amongst his supporters, amongst his followers, he's the smartest. Then you now understand that we're in for trouble. If an empty-headed man like that is the smartest in a room, is how do they, I don't know what they use, a blind man leading the blind. A blind, this was not always say a one-eyed man leading the blind, a blind man leading the blind. There's no hope for the future of the country. That's why you see them come out and agitate and tell you 4+4 and tell you he's going to come back. Come back and do what? What has Tinubu done to improve the lives of everyday Nigerians? They tell you policy implementation. That if you implement a policy today, it shouldn't take the Nigerian people 1 month, and I'm giving you charity, 1 month for them to see that policy begin to affect their lives. You implemented subsidies gone on day one, or from day one, Nigerian economy crashed. That's what policy is. A government of corruption. Your chief of staff is being, that right now you should have said, just even to give the, and the painful thing is that he doesn't even care about Nigerians. An allegation, I'm still calling it an allegation, even though we know that for me it's a statement of fact. Because not any crazy person just wake up and say that the chief of staff to the president collected bribe to the tune of 600 million from him. Why? For what reason? How will you create a fake agency and all of a sudden the agency has its budget in the Nigerian budget, has an office with over 300 staff in the federal secretariat, have accounts in Nigerian CBN, has hosted meetings for Nigeria with international diplomats across the globe, and you say that's a fake agency, and you're the president of the country, and they tell you this as a report, and you come out and you do not even say that, okay, wait, I'm playing it, let me play it safe now. Let's play it safe. For the avoidance of doubt, for the dumb Tinubu supporters listening to me, please just let's take it this way. That you hear such a thing as a president, let's even pretend that you're into it, that you know all these things are happening. Because you are playing that, you know, but you want to save your chief of staff. What will you do? At least you say, okay, we have heard about it, we're going to probe. I'm urging a probe into this. That's what any sane president, just to show, you want to paint a light of integrity in your government, because we know that your government is a government of criminals. But just for the fact that there's a staining, something that as huge as it is staining the reputation of the office of the president, the sensible thing the president would have done is to say, okay, we're probing these affairs, and then just hear from us. I don't even say that you should sack your chief of staff. I didn't say that. You might, if you're even sensible enough, you say, okay, we're giving him a leave. We're giving the chief of staff 2 weeks leave or 1 month leave so that the probe will go on. People that are outside look at it and say, okay, then these people, maybe they want to do what is right. You're pretending because you know your chief of staff is actually guilty. Then after 1 month, you say that, okay, after investigation, we have found out that our chief of staff is not guilty, that it was all a setup, it was this and that. He resumes his job back. But Tinubu is not sensible. You see why I say Tinubu is, that guy that said Tinubu is stupid, I agree with you. Tinubu is a very stupid man. Tinubu don't get sense. Tinubu don't get 1 sense or in brain. His brain is empty. Because had it been you have done something like this, and you come out after 1 month and say, oh, we have found out that our chief of staff is innocent, people can say, oh, it was a setup or something. But no, Tinubu did not order any probe. He just woke up and came before camera and said, my chief of staff has vote of confidence from my chief of staff. As how? In that my chief of staff integrity. EFCC did not declare chief of staff clean. ICPC did not declare chief of staff clean. Not any of the federal bodies that are allocated to investigating corruption have declared your chief of staff clean. You, as the president, sat in your office and declared him clean. This is who Nigerians are taking serious. We don't understand the ramification of what we're doing in our country, honestly speaking. By the time these people, and I'm of the opinion also that man is not in Nigeria. Tinubu doesn't have a Nigerian blood in him. He doesn't. I believe truly inside me that that man is on a mission to make sure that he destroys Nigeria to the very end by looting us and plundering us. Because if he had Nigerian blood bleeding in him, you go, don't think small. Let me even try and let's see what we can do. But no, not this man. Thank you very much, Ovia. Thank you. Let me come to you, Zamzi. Zamzi, have the live in 5 minutes, please.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for all you do. As always, I just want to make 3 points. The first one is about the first point you made around bullying, that Tinubu, it's a coward, it's a bully. And all bullies are cowards. And the day you learn to stand up to a coward, that's the day you win the battle. And Nigerian politicians are mostly cowards. I learned the lesson of standing up to bullies as young as I was 7 in primary 3. There was this boy, he would stand on the road home after school to bully myself and my sister. He would whip us, all over our bodies, and my sister was a bit softer, so she would run. So I'd had enough at this point, and I got some canes together, tied them with branches, and kept them along the path, especially at the point where the boy used to wait to bully myself and my sister, and I beat him to stupor. When we got there, I just gave my school bag to my sister and asked her to run home, because now I not get any power. I was ready for this boy. And that was the last day that he bullied. Many years down the line, I was an undergraduate, one of my first elections in Nigeria. And the very polling unit, I don't know how many people know this name, Domingo, I think was his name, a senator from Edo North. We shared the same polling unit. And that day, he came along. We really didn't even know him. I grew up in my own hometown. I never heard of him until somehow allegedly bribed Oshomole with some money, and then the person who was supposed to be giving the senatorial ticket was stepped down, and overnight he decamped from PDP at the time, and he was given the ticket to contest for Senate. So the day of that election, we were in the same, I was about to vote. He stood near the open ballot. We have this box where you go thumbprint and stuff, and was sharing 500 naira. So as I was going there, like, you know where to go, take 500. And I looked at him and I told him to turn around. And I see some like rural women. It's a small town. I said, you look at these women and you think what they deserve in the next 4 years is your miserable 500 naira. I grew up in this, I didn't know someone like you existed until this election. And then you have the effrontery to stand here and tell me where to vote for 500 naira. Mind you, then, I did not know that we were from a home. We're wealthy home, we're okay, we're not hungry. So people who sit today and say, I'll collect 15 naira, it's our money. My dear, your resolve is not strong enough. You're still poor in your mind and you're corrupt in your mind as well. You can tell them to go to hell with that money and vote who you want to vote and stand up to him. And as I did that, I voted and left. I went to tell someone who we sat together, a friend of mine, whose father was even more influential than my father, and was a big-time lawyer. Everybody knew them. So I was telling the girl. And so, look at what he did, and the girl said, I don't mind him. He heard what I was telling the girl. And this useless senatorial candidate at the time eventually became a Nigerian senator, came and slapped a small girl. That girl, we were teenagers at the time. We were just in the university. To tell you how petty Nigerian politicians can be. I was waiting for him because I'd been the one that challenged him earlier to turn to me to slap me. Then, I am not very big, but I'm strong. I was already planning how I would design his face before he started to get to me. But guess what? This guy did not come near me. And that day, I'm like, these guys are just full of mouth. If enough Nigeria, like what you've been preaching here, if you stand enough in the polling units, you will stand them. They will run away and we move with the material. Imagine 5,000 people gathering and saying no. And in case you are not angry, because there's also another point, there's a sense in which some people think you want to vote for Peter Obi and doing him a favor. Excuse me?
Exactly.
This guy has shown you that he can survive without Nigeria's money. He didn't collect any money from anybody, from government. He's been surviving, has been running his business. So your vote is for you. What are the options? What are the options? Really, if here is they might kill this one, that one. What are the options? Check this matter. Look and where. What are the options? Is it the hospitals? Is it the healthcare system? Is it security? And it's going to get worse with this guy because he doesn't have any plan. He has no agenda. There's a reason why there are retirement age. Someone are talking about I think where they carry wheelchair go enter plane for airports. The way the Nigerian problem is that we need an agile, someone who is alive, mentally, physically, that can go everywhere. The way Peter B has demonstrated, that can be everywhere in the country to handle matters. There are articles, what's the article contributing to national conversation as we speak? That article would be an option. The guy they are old. In fact, as a matter of fact, we should have a retirement age for police. 30 points after 70 years, 30 they do for government. Go and be resting with your grandchildren.
I swear.
And please, if you think that you are okay today, money no fit save you again for Nigeria. Ordinary oxygen can kill you in the hospital, can kill your children if you don't know. You can stay in your house and kidnappers will kill you. What are the options for school, for education? But Peter Obi is hitting the right notes. He has plans for education. He has plans for healthcare. He has plans for security. And in Nigeria, please stop demanding basic minimum. I think that's a problem. We have been demanding basic minimum and they've ended up giving you nothing. We should know your right and know what you want from your government. I rest my case.
Thank you very much, my sister. Thank you very much. All my women today, you guys have been dropping bomb submissions today. But thank you so much. I think as I always say, I always learn when you guys speak. Thank you also for reminding us, my brother Mikey. Anthony Joshua don't almost buy for Nigeria. Don't forget this thing. Nigeria can happen to you. Rich, poor, influential, wealthy. You are not far off from Nigeria happening to you. To fix, you see, and you see what I say a whole lot is that why I say when Tinubu, I say Tinubu is a very stupid person is that Tinubu cannot even just look at one sector and say, let me just change this sector. Let my name be written in history that I actually transformed the Nigerian healthcare sector. It won't cost you anything. All these trillions that you're stealing, if you just budget and say, okay, 5 trillion for the Nigerian healthcare system, it will not, you will transform our healthcare system with that money. It won't cost you anything. Emergency numbers, having ambulances scattered across the country, quality, but they know that they cannot afford to give Nigerian healthcare providers quality healthcare and quality and welfare. They cannot afford to do all those things. Not that they cannot afford to do it. They can afford to do it, but they cannot afford to have Nigerians live that kind of life. If you're not poor, how can you vote Bola Tinubu? If he can just come and throw you bread, share you rice, and palm oil, it's intentional. The weaponization of poverty in Nigeria is intentional. Keep them poor so that they cannot think. That's why he ruined Lagos. Lagosians wake up by 4 a.m. in the morning. 4 a.m. in the morning, they're out on the street hustling, close work by 9. Before they'll get back to their house, it's like 11 or 12 or 1. You spend like 4 hours, go slow. Your brain no feel rest. You go just sleep for 3-4 hours. You don't wake up again. Continuous circle of torture. How can you think about good governance in such a system? You're living to survive, no matter how wealthy you are in Lagos. That's how you capture Lagos. And the same thing is pushing out across the country right now, albeit in a different format, using poverty.
Sirdam, my friend my childhood friend, we caught up today. You know what he told me? His boss is one of the big shots in Lagos. Big guy has company. He's one of those people that people invest money with, like this Giwa guy. You know that Giwa guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's somebody, those guys who collect money and invest. He goes abroad, and the guy was telling me today, he said, do you know now in our office, we ration water? Guess what? As of 2023, the guy was a big time Tinubu supporter. The boss was a big time Tinubu supporter. He said now, he said the thing don't touch him. I said he go still touch everybody. And they talk this thing. He go touch everybody.
Tinubu no dey discriminate. Tinubu like I said, that bad governance does not discriminate. It doesn't discriminate. Whether you're rich, you're poor, you're Igbo, you're Yoruba, you're Hausa, you're Tivo, you're Jukun, you're Ijo, you're Edo, you're Benin, whatever you are, bad governance, it go touch you. It go touch you. And the people that I pity most are the political class. Not that I pity, not from an angle of pity, is that they're not seeing what is going to come to them about Tinubu. If Tinubu comes back in 2027, hi. The only politician that I can guarantee that will be safe if Tinubu come in 2027, God forbid this, is Peter Obi. Every single one of you, I'm telling you, Atiku, everybody, even though Atiku is his business partner, they are doing this thing together just to make sure Nigerians don't ever come up. Every one of you that there that have been corrupt, don't steal 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 1 billion and the rest. You will go see hell. You will not see to eat, With Tinubu on is that he will not give it to come and steal, but you must obey him. You must respect him. You must serve his system. You must worship his altar. How many ministers? Are you not hearing when Barry say ministers under Tinubu, they use their money fund their ministry? Tinubu is an avaricious human being. He will steal your own and steal his own. You don't come to tell you, say, make you gonna like other people chop, I chop. You know, that's what many Nigerian politicians like, chop, I chop. That's why many of them are leaning towards Atiku. Because Atiku's government will be a government of chop, I chop. If you chop, you say you chop. Everybody go to chop, they go. Now chop, chop. That's why many politicians are lining up in opposition towards Atiku. But Tinubu is that he chop and he chop. Not only am they chop. There are very few ministries that he's releasing. Any ministry that I say that are doing well, that Tinubu is funding. Like you see, Wike came out and said that he's funding him. You see, Umahi is funding him. Any ministry that Tinubu is actually funding is because he is actually eating there in a very gigantic way. Then you as a minister, you go to chop the crumbs from there. That's how Umahi and the rest are eating. But the Ministry of Education, what did Tinubu do? How much did he give Ministry of Education last year? Why should he give you money? What is there for him to eat from? He doesn't invest any money there. So all those other ministries, he's eating their money. All he's giving them is releasing money for salary and the rest. But any proper development cannot come to them. That is Tinubu for you. He will eat your own. He will eat his own. That is how greedy he is as a person. And I'm saying all these politicians are in opposition. When I go see, let it be that somebody said, if you people will see hell, let Tinubu come back again. When I go remember. And Nigerians in general, remember, this is his best time. Tinubu is actually showing us his best. We are seeing the best of Tinubu now. I say it all the time, I keep saying it all the time. We are actually seeing the best of Bola Ahmed Tinubu now. No Nigerian politician, apart from very few, will show you their best in second term. They always show their best in their first term so that they can use their best to woo you to vote them in their second term. Then they can steal in second term. Tinubu is currently showing us his best. If this is the best of Tinubu, you don't want to see his good, oh. You don't want to see his bad, oh. You don't want to see his worst. If his wife is telling to go and start selling akara in his best, sell akara kuli kuli. In his best, they already tell you put God to start saying akara guli guli. She don't want to see his worst, so I'm sounding this alarm for the net on the sound. Not that going to say you're scared. You be ready to analyze to buy for your vote. Be ready to buy to protect your vote, Nigerians. Okay, let me be sound like a doomsday prophet, because then na go know say na go start say the kuli say na luxury. You go know say na luxury food. We go there to tell people. Thank you very much, Zamzi. Thank you. Breaking news. King One, I'm going to come to you next. Sorry, my brother. Breaking news. After breaking news, I'll come to you, King One. All right, King One, please come into the conversation. Meanwhile, guys, please just let me make an announcement real quick. Tomorrow, Thursday's show starts by 8 p.m. Thursday show start by 8 p.m. tomorrow because we'll be streaming with our sister platform, The Violence Space. The Violence Space is a space, the biggest political space on X, Nigeria. So by the grace of God, tomorrow we'll be starting by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So it's going to be a longer space on X. X will be the ground for it. So tomorrow you can join us from 8 p.m. Nigerian time tomorrow on the state of the country. Let me come to you now. King One, welcome. 5 minutes, please.
Good evening, Emir Sirdam.
You're not audible enough. I don't know if you're...
Okay, let me... good evening, Emir Sirdam. Good evening, everyone. Emir Sirdam, you're doing a great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thanking you especially for this. I listened to the podcast from P2B, and I found out that for P2B to come out to say all this about threats to his life is serious. Yes, it's very serious. And all these things they are trying to do for him to drop
his ambition and for him to stop representing the Nigerian people, because P2B is representing the Nigerian people. That threat they made towards his life, they are making threats to the life of the Nigerian people. So if you are a well-meaning Nigerian and you are hearing this, they are making a threat to your life. They don't want you to be alive. That is why they are doing whatever they are doing for him not to be on the ballot box. But the bad news for them is this. He is going to be on the ballot box come 2027. Yes, he is going to be on the ballot box. So there is another thing I found out. The understanding I got from the podcast, when he was asked about the Tinubu's performance, he made reference towards Adeboye's speech in the United States, couple of maybe a week ago or a couple of days ago. And I went back, I listened to Adeboye's speech, and I found out that Adeboye there is saying, this understanding came from PO's podcast. He said, for Adeboye to come out and tell you that Tinubu has been exhausted, Tinubu has done everything he has to do. So that means he has nothing else to offer you. He has nothing to offer you again. So what is there is this, to vote him out. Yes, he has nothing to offer again. Like their supporters always say that Tinubu has done his best. That means he has nothing else to offer. So if you are a Nigerian and you are hearing this, know that Tinubu has nothing to offer you again. Don't have hope in APC and Tinubu government. Tinubu threatening P2B, yes, is the cartel way lifestyle. We can't forget what he did in the United States. We can't forget his lifestyle. We cannot forget Lagos State, how people, the oppositions, how they were gone overnight. Yes, we can't forget all those people. We cannot forget them. But one thing, the information we are passing to him is this, that P2B is Nigeria. And the P2B is representing the Nigerian people. So anything you are doing to P2B, you are doing it to the Nigerian people. And know that P2B, if a hair on his head is removed, that means Nigeria will go down because you are fighting Nigerian people. Yes. If you are an APC supporter, I'm still telling you this. You don't know what you have gotten yourself into. Tinubu is willing to sacrifice all of you. Even you that is in the comment section. Yes, he is willing to sacrifice you. And as I'm telling you this, that threat to Obi's life, if in any form, in any way, like what happened in the United States, whereby Trump was something, somehow, bullet flied and, his ear was bleeding. If that should happen openly to P2B, you as an APC supporter know that Nigerian people will come for you. Before they even go over to Tinubu, you as an APC supporter, both the ones online, even in that country you are, know that people will come out and testify against you. The country you are in, supporting this government, will eject you back to that slump called Nigeria you ran away from. Just know that. So anything you are supporting, continue. But know that if any day, anything of any sort touches P2B, know that you as an APC supporter is the number one target for the Nigerian people. Yes, because Nigerians are not cowards. We are not cowards. Yeah, we are not cowards.
Thank you.
So, So, before I hit the mic, come 2027, Obi is on the ballot box and he will definitely win. That's sure. That is sure. Thank you.
Thank you very much, King Juan. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, guys. Let me just, I think One more time, please. If you could just help us in power tapping the live. Thank you guys. We've hit our target of 100K, but we can do better. Please, thank you so much. And don't forget again, tomorrow, the violence space is back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. 8 p.m. Nigerian time. We'll see you guys on the platform. But let me pass the mic right now to, I think, Sino. Sino, you have the live in 5 minutes. Welcome.
Thank you very much, host. This is my first time, joining your live. Live show, but for some reason I just scroll past. But today I couldn't just help it. Let me start by saying, there are several people in the comments who are saying all types of things, who are going against what people are saying whenever they come up to actually speak. You have several things to say, as regards to what people are saying. You understand? You don't have to, stand back. If truly you know what you're saying, come up and defend this person, you think is the right person to rule Nigeria. You understand? Don't stand in the back. You need to come up and speak and defend and debunk what people are saying. So that's that.
Let me help you. APC supporters. Just sorry, Sina, I'll sit back your time to you. APC supporters are. I said it that Tinubu is smarter than them. And for Tinubu to be smarter than you, then you know that they can't stand conversations like this. I say it all the time. I say my mic is open. I do not discriminate. Whoever you are, come up and speak. But APC people, they can't stand quality conversations. They cannot. So all they do is to go on comment section, use ChatGPT and interpret for them and type. Many of them say that the local language you go type and for ChatGPT will interpret and they will post them. It will be like say, but go on.
Well, anyways, let me start with one point that one of the people in the comment section, what he made. He made mention. He said, governments are not the ones to create or provide jobs. That is a big lie. If government creates an enabling environment, conducive environment, people are going to come in. Investors are going to come in, invest in the country, and that way it would create job opportunities. So don't tell me governments are not the one to create jobs. If you create an enabling environment, everywhere is secured, and there's electricity, there's good roads, you understand, and there's what's it called, law and order. You understand? People are going to come into the country and invest. So in a situation whereby I come into the country, I invest, there's no electricity, security is like up there. You understand? Road is terrible, and you're telling me I'm going to thrive. I can't thrive. So you need to get this, understanding. That's one. Secondly, I remember when we were growing up in the say early late 80s / 90s. We went to public schools. We were so happy and proud, you understand, to be a public school student. To the point that even when I was living in Abeokuta, people who come from Lagos will bring their kids to school in Ogun State and put them in boarding schools. And even when we're about to leave secondary school rather, when you're asked, what university do you want to go to? Nobody is mentioning or talking about private university. We will all talk about state universities, federal universities. But look at what is happening today. Look at what is happening to our schools. Health, sector is just down the drain. Back then, we would go to federal medical centers. We would go to state, hospitals. Everything is functioning. Even all these people you're supporting, you understand? All these APC supporters, you understand? All these people you're supporting, they don't even get healthcare in Nigeria. Even though we have good private hospitals, they still don't believe in them. Somebody wants to do just simple, annual checkup. You're traveling abroad. And the annoying thing, the people that support this Tinubu regime are the ones who are actually outside the country. That shit drives me nuts. You are enjoying good roads, good health, security, and everything you can, possibly think of. You're enjoying it. And there are people in Nigeria who are suffering. They're going through it. And yet you're still supporting this government. It's so sad. And you know what? I don't really blame them. I blame, Nigerians. Because we're too scared to die. Nobody's going to die by God's grace. But we're too scared. Every one of us that we're in diaspora right now, everything we're enjoying, African Americans, let's say Jamaicans, whoever, they fought for it. People died. People died. There were sacrifices, made before, they can, begin or start to enjoy what we are enjoying right now. If people didn't sacrifice, what they sacrificed back then, trust me, the US is not going to be what it is today. England is not going to be what it is today. So Nigerians, we need to sacrifice. Stand up to these people. They are not more than us. Me, I'm not against Tinubu because Tinubu is Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo. The man has failed. He has failed. It's just as simple as if Tinubu if Obi wasn't on the ballot, you understand? If it was somebody else, if it was Showore, you understand? And I feel like, okay, the only reason why people are not going for Showore is because he doesn't have that crowd. He doesn't have it. If he's got that crowd, people are going to obviously queue behind him.
All right.
So what I'm saying is, it's not even about Obi. People just want change. This guy has failed woefully. Imagine people celebrating.
If you could just be wrapping up your thoughts, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So,
sorry, I don't know what happened. I just want to give you a minute to round up based on your first time on the platform. You're way exceeded your time, but I'll give you a minute to round up. Can you hear me? Okay, let me say this about Sowore, just to add to what you say. I respect what Sowore does, but I understand that Sowore, to fix Nigeria is way beyond activism. You have to prove yourself. There have to be a level of governance. I have not seen, Sowore have never been tested in any capacity. I cannot come out and say because you are an activist that you cannot choose to be a president. And also, I know that he's. I will not say some things that not to demean him as a person. I will not leave it at. I will leave it at capacity for now. I'll leave it at capacity for now. To fix Nigeria goes beyond just being an activist or having passion and zeal, and you want to fix Nigeria. You have to have shown a level of leadership quality in, no matter how small it is. Let Nigerians gauge you. Let Nigerians weigh you. Let Nigerians say, okay, you have tried in something little and you exceedingly came out well there. I'm standing on Peter Obi's mandate today, not because of anything, but because as it stands now, I'm sending everybody. There are hundreds of people here, close to over 1,000 across different platforms speaking to me, listening to me right now. And I'm saying, I want every one of you to pause and bring out your cellular phone, whatever gadget you're using, your tablet or your phone, and ask any AI tool you have. You can use Gemini, which is for Google. You can use ChatGPT. You can use Grok, which is for X. You can use Meta. You can use Cloud. You can use any of the AI tools and ask them, based on every developmental indices, give us the best governor in Nigeria since 1999 till date. Do it right now. Do it right now and ask yourself and see for yourself the best governor, not my sentiment, not me coming to sell you propaganda, not me coming to tell you that, okay, this is my candidate. Do it. I'm giving you as an assignment. I don't own any of these AI tools. And they're not going to come out and tell you because it's what people are saying. No, they are going to, AI tools, it digs deep into the internet and get official sources, documents, awards, records, from government parastatals, from different bodies, and they will aggregate it and give you the best governor. Just go and check. Then if my candidate I'm telling you is not the best of all the governors since 1999 till date, then I'm not going to sell him. Peter Obi is the best governor Nigeria has had since the inception of democracy since 1999 to date. I'm not speaking based off just what I want to say. The fact and the data backs what I'm saying. So such person that is the best amongst since 1999 till now, he has been out of power for over 12 years. Still nobody comes close to him. Why should anybody be scared of such a person becoming president when a disaster is in Aso Rock?
My brother,
So, Sino, please wrap up in a minute, please. Just thank you.
Yeah, let me just round up. I just want to say, you understand, people, let's open our eyes. You understand? We deserve better. It's not, about roads. It's not about giving maybe 500,000, people student loan. You understand? We've moved past all of that. We've moved past it. We need good health. We need good roads. You understand? Like law and order, better government. We deserve better. We need to ask these people and, make sure they are accountable. So that's all I'm going to say.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's just important to put this out there. So please, and this is for all those that are doing propaganda. Man, they do propaganda. We don't pass that level of propaganda. Nigerians, just if you're serious about your country, if you're not a witch, if you don't be devil picking, I've given you a metrics that you or yourself now. Don't forget what thing they speak. Forget say you don't like me. Forget say anything. Just go and ask Google, ask any of this AI tool. I don't own them. Ask them this question I asked you. I just put out now and find out. Tinubu no win the first 30. First 30, Tinubu no dey. That's who they use propaganda and whitewash. And he's not your president. The man that is not top of the list. That's why Nigeria cannot progress. Because we're not a merit-based society. What with this quota system? Everything has to be based on merit in Nigeria. Everything has to be based on merit. When we want to fix our country, then it has to be like the best of the best. Imagine those 3 young boys that came out as the best mathematics students across Nigeria. You now come and leave them. We're not looking for who can help Nigeria and fix. There's a mathematical problem. You now leave them and can carry portable or can carry Pella. That's what's happening in Nigeria right now. You leave people that have proven themselves to be the best and can carry Pella. Tinubu are the Pella of Nigeria now. You leave Peter Obi, you talk about Tinubu, a Dundee, where head empty. Nothing can he even come for a debate? Can Tinubu have? They asked him question in Chatham House. He was attributing questions to his stupid political officers. Teamship. You know, if you answer question, that's who you want to be your president, and you went to school, you have a master's, you have a PhD. No, your cost, honestly speaking, it's crazy. It's crazy. My brain, they scratch me. How? He's not articulate. He cannot speak. Even when he's reading, they tell him test the mic. He begin making microphone. Test the mic. He begin with the microphone like say na lollipop. Microphone maybe like 700 people don't use. Kai! God forbid. No, please. Nigeria deserve better. I beg, we deserve better as a people. I beg. On our way like that, man, please, can we create people's country? Let it be people's president. Please. Even if we create divide Nigeria now, these Tinubu supporters will not allow them to be his own president. You people are wicked. Let's divide Nigeria today now. And they said Tinubu supporters go and be one country. Una no go allow that kind of man be our president. Now you're the first one to talk 200 and something million people in 2026. Haba. I beg, breaking news, please. If you're not ready, please let me bring on Mr. Butch. Let me end this life. I beg. I don't tire to.
Yeah.
Please, can you speak to your microphone, please?
Okay, is it okay now?
Yeah, go on. Thank you. You have 5 minutes, please.
Yeah. You see, I want to just talk about the security aspects of the country. This is from 2016. I grew up around Abuja and Council School in the north. And I remember.
You're not audible. You're not audible. We're struggling to hear you, please.
Okay. Is it better now? And does this.
Are you using your earpiece?
No, I'm not using an earpiece.
All right, go on. Let's manage it. Go on, please. Thank you.
Okay. So, I grew up around Abuja, in and around Abuja, and I know how peaceful Abuja was even during the time of Abati. And you could feel it. You could virtually touch the peacefulness of Abuja. And I remember this particular group, this particular high group that was formed by mainly the whites. Yeah, you could come and see expatriates, you see ambassadors, you see all these expatriates coming for this hike. It was about 80-90% of these foreigners. And sometimes over the weekend, like maybe Easter weekend, you could push it down to Rajos or sometimes go to Obodo. And all this trip was by road. If you come 100 persons, you would see like 80-90% of them are all foreigners, diplomats, ambassadors, and all that. And under this APC government, all these things vanished that even till tomorrow, these foreigners are not allowed to, according to even the ones that are still in Nigeria, are not allowed to go beyond, live beyond Wuse to Maitamana Sokoro. And they're not even allowed to live in Jabi. It's not even safe for them. And that is where you see that this APC government has taken a security of this country into. We need to go down to push it to Kaduna, Kajuru Tasso, all this by road, the Caribbean Reserve, Budakaturan. It was very, very peaceful for a very number of years. And you see these guys by road. Sometimes they camp in Abuja, Usman Dam, overnight. It was peaceful, very, very peaceful. But since the security came, all this things stopped. And if you go to this hike now, you're not going to see these white people. I don't one or two or few of them that have stayed for a very long time that you see. And that's the level of insecurity. Even somebody who's schooled in the north, some person schooled in the north. I remember we leave our house, leave Abuja around 2 p.m. and drive down to Sokoto and all that, KB and all that. And we see ourselves arriving Sokoto and KB around 11, 12 p.m. And it was okay. It was okay. You were not scared of anything and all that. I'm surprised that even as I 2014, I remember leaving Zaria at about 8 p.m. I drove down to Abuja and was safe. But today now, under this administration, cannot even leave, fight from Abuja tonight, especially for instance, and because it's not safe. Even within Abuja, it's not safe. That's the level this APC government has destroyed this country. And if Abuja, that is even the capital of the country, is not this safe, I wonder what happens of the country it is. So, and let me come back to someone like Peter Obi. I remember I used to work somewhere in a hotel way back in Abuja then. That was the first time I met him. I see him, the owner of the hotel. I was working in the accounting department, and we negotiated 50% of the negotiated 50% this time in Abuja. And you see him with his Peugeot car, his ugly, and that is it. And other governors to visit those hotels. You see, once we go to the car park, everyone is filled up. You see, Obi, live a very simple life and all that. And when I left them, as another organization, and I had a contract with the UN, and there was this place at number 19 Tiwai Danjuma was the UN house. And I realized that was UNDP house, number 19 Tiwai Danjuma. And I realized that was former Anambra Anambra government house. And when I made questions, I was told that it was rented to the UNDP by Anambra State. And if you go to Sokoro, almost all the states, 6 states of the federation, have the licensing office there. And only Anambra State rented their own out. So I should tell you how disciplined, how prudent, and I'm telling you my own personal experience about it. Because in that hotel, I worked there for like 6 years, 7 years. I could tell other governors would come. I know the lifestyle they live. I know how they waste money. But they come very easily and all that. It is 406 or 308 there. Very simple. So I think anybody that's not written for B, I think doesn't mean well for this country. And
all right. Please, just in 30 seconds, please wrap up your thought, please. Thank you.
Yeah. If Tinubu is not stopped, in 27, I think Tinubu is going to go, this district National Assembly, this Rivers State National Assembly is going to approve top 10 for him. But still, Tinubu put the students who is even as well as Mondebolo continue to rule this country. So this to stop Tinubu is a must. It's a national call for all Nigerians to put an end to this evil government called Tinubu. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right, Mr. Butch, you have the live, please, in 5 minutes, please. Thank you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. All right. Thank you, Mr. Sirdam, for always organizing this live. I'm always excited whenever I come around or when I see your posts online. And this is what I wish a lot of people would be doing. I keep saying it. You don't need to have so much people to say what you need to say, so that the people at the helm of affair will know that a lot of persons are talking. And that's what is important at this time around. I feel very, very bad with a lot of things that are going on, and the worst of everything that is affecting me is the reaction of the people. When we look at the people in government, their job is to create news or make us feel in a particular way, one story or the other. But how we react to it is what is most important. So some time ago, I browsed just to find out the population of Nigeria and the variations based on age and everything. And I also did it this night while I was on this live, and I found out that still those who cannot vote still top the charts at 44.5%. Those who can actually vote, which is from 18 years to 100 years, was also divided. So about 38% are between 18 and 40. That's about 38%. Then 41 to 60% is about 41 to 60 of the age is about 13%. And the list is 61 to 100 is just about 4%. And when we look at what is going on in Nigeria, we find out that it's just this 4% that is disturbing us. And because the young persons don't really understand the power they carry, so these guys keep creating stories and making us, once they play those their tune, the young persons begin to dance towards that area, and they can call us cows or whatever they want, in their mind, because they know whatever they do, we go along with it, without knowing our power. While the first set, which is 0 to 17, can't do anything because they are not of the voting age. But look at our power, 38%. Even if those from 41 to 100 come together, they don't still match the power of those who are between 18 and 40 of age, which means that particular demographic can decide to say, we want to produce who we want. Now, this is not just about the person of P2B or whoever. The fact is that this man is saying what makes sense to us as a young person. I can tell you that these guys that are between this lower range, which is 61 to 100, do not have so much of a time to live. In fact, if you look at the life expectancy in Nigeria, you know that they are close to their grave or about to die or can die at any minute. So is it not important that the young person begin to say, what do I want to see in the next 20 to 30 years? What do I want to see in the next 40 years? And by so doing, decide that we're going to choose who, can make those things possible for us, or make that life that we desire possible for us. Things like good healthcare system and all the rest of them. I'm so ashamed with the way young persons think, the way or their thought pattern and their choice of or their decision-making process at this time around. It does not make sense at all. They're not thinking about their future. Anything they talk about, or this particular 4% talk about, everybody just continue to dance towards it. When they bring out the news and you go to read the comment section, that will break your heart the more. Not even what is happening with the presidency. Let me tell you, those guys there, I know that they can be removed any day. But when they look at the comment section, I know that the people who always follow them, they gain that energy to say, okay, we'll have some animals following us here and there. It does not make sense. When it comes to security, I actually loved security. I wanted to join the armed forces, I think as far back as 2014. While I was in Jos, I wasn't part of the security.
Please, Mr.
But
Bucci,
one of the things we
please,
found out
please,
is that
in a minute time,
we knew-
please.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop now. We knew when the bombs go off. After being in the city for a while, we knew. And the truth is that our guesses were always correct. So what we did was we control our activity for the day. Okay, once it's 2:30 in the afternoon, once it's 3 p.m., you must be home. Because the bomb will always go off between 4 and 5, maximum 6 p.m. It always. So if people like me on the street have intelligence like this, why do they think they can't solve the problem of what is going on with the security? You know, it does not make sense. We know that our problem, all the government, all of them, they know about it. Well, thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. Civic democracy, please. You have the life in 5 minutes, please.
Okay. Good morning, everybody.
Please, can you be audible? Can you speak with life, please? Talk to your phone without the earpiece, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're audible. Go on, sir.
Okay. My own take on this is, instead of us looking for or talking about this issue over and over again, let's talk about how to put end to all these problems. One way to put end to this problem is to remove most of these politicians from seats, from the states, local governments. Let's not just target the president, because once we have our own people, though Nigeria, our people is very difficult to handle. But when we have some genuine people in the government, it will be very easy for us to remove the president or anybody that is not doing well. Secondly, I'm actually developing a website that will help monitor the election alongside the INEC system. It's just going to be like the Beavers, but it's an independent system. We are not working with anybody. So, I'm finding it very difficult to get people because we need people that work on the polling units across the whole country. So that's why I created this particular page.
My brother, let me help you. Let me just help you, right? There are people that have already done that already. If you're still developing, you're still developing stage, you're already late. I will just tell that for a fact. Not there are people that have already done, tested already with elections going on. So it's I will advise you to probably find out what they have done or see if you can get into their system and help them. But if you want to develop, you're developing. Yeah, I will just say this: you're wasting your time. People have developed apps already. There are already apps out there, functional apps that will work with the people. So you can go join them and probably help them. Maybe there's something you're seeing there that they are not doing well. You can help bring it to help their thing. But if you want to, you're still developing stage. Elections is virtually like 7 months from now. When do you test run it? There's an elections coming up in August in Osun State. How do you test run your listing? You want to use the first elections as a test running listing. So that's going to be for me. It's a long shot. Maybe you're building for 2030. 2031. But it's for these 2027 elections you're building. You're still building. I'm not trying to discourage you, right? But you are not.
Yeah, I understand.
Exactly. So please, I can recommend for you. There are people that there's a smart ballot. You can reach out to them. There's Civic. I was on their platform. They invited me to the platform. There's Civic. Oh my goodness, I forgot this guy's name. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. But those ones that since 2023 that have built. There's an IREF built already that's going to run concurrently. So there are people that have done that, test run it through elections, circles, and seen how important it is. But okay, well in Nigeria, reach out to him yourself now. Just a Civic Democracy Alliance. There's someone down there that is actually going to reach out to you. Reach out to him so you guys can talk, but so that you don't end up building or finding people. This stage of you finding people is going to be so stressful for you. Nigerians are already on different platforms already that are built, so you can just get in. I was saying the same thing yesterday on my own platform. I had the idea of floating my own protection of a vote initiative. That was the plan I wanted to. That was a dream for me. That because I understand vividly that for Nigerians, we don't have a voting problem. We have a protection of our vote problem. And that was what I wanted to do during this electoral cycle. I was going to create a movement of protection of votes. But my sister started something similar to it. They're building it already, they're already doing it. And I was like, oh, really? I collapsed everything I was doing into it. So right now I'm monitoring and seeing what they're doing. It's working in tandem what I believe should be done, because we can vote all we want. Tinubu is not planning to vote. You're not seeing APC people tell you to vote. APC not telling you to get PVC, because they're banking on how they can rig the vote. So we are building a platform on how to protect our votes. I hope you understand this thing, but let me allow you just go on. Wisdom, you say you want to ask him a question. What question, please? I'll cede you back your time in civil defense. I took all your time, so I'll just give you back your time.
Okay, thank you so much. Because civic democracy, I want to ask you a question. You started by it's not about candidates or something. Please, it will be very good, like it's 6 months or less than 6 months to election, or even more than, I don't know. What's your stand? It will be good when people come on a platform, like you pick a stand and not like standing on the tree. That's my question for you. Thank you.
I didn't get the question.
So you started off by it's not about candidacy or any of that, like and then you went further to say you are building a platform and everything, and it doesn't really show like seriousness to like the change we want as a Nigerian. So like what's your stand? Like we have like, is it up to 5 candidates coming up? We have Atiku, we have Obi, we have Sowore, Tinubu, and it's still like
all right, just wisdom, please. So
like,
just
yeah, what's your
please.
stand? What's your stand? Like you're just like saying it's not about candidacy, and then you're building an app. Like, what are you trying to like preach? We have 167 watching us. Please, thank you.
The moderator said I have like 5 minutes. So I was trying to rush things. So the main thing is that I'm just trying to introduce my platform to you guys. But with what the administrator said earlier, I think I need to DM him personally, then get some information from him. So that's it.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. 1 minute. I beg. I don't know how far.
Yeah.
I'm on 1 minute. Just here. Just. I know where you want going, but okay. Just go on.
Yeah, no, I don't want to go into details. So, Civic Democracy Alliance, I just sent you a DM, but obviously because you're not following me. So, send me a DM, yeah, because like what Emir Sirdam was saying is like, honestly, in the past 3 weeks, I've seen probably yours now making like the 6th system I'm saying. And the problem with, having this different system is you would have congestion in one area. You may have so many people producing results, doing collation, let's say in those states, but there's somewhere in Kebbi, there's somewhere in Sokoto that you not have results from those places. So I mean, not to go into more details because of time. So just reach out to me in the DM so I can maybe kind of bring you up to speed on what some of the other systems look like, and if there's any way you could plug in and help or something. As you mean,
after this call now, I will send you the SRS.
Yeah, just send me a DM. Send me a DM. I've sent you a DM. You see me WMG. Send me a DM and
all right, thank you very much, my brother.
Thanks, Emir.
Thank you, Wesley. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow now, the Violence Peace. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. All right, guys. Just before I wrap up, I have a question. Someone said on YouTube, I hate to sound pessimistic, but you have to weigh all possible outcomes. Always prepare for the worst. Question is, what machinery has Obi put in place as a leader to defeat Tinubu? Let me answer this. And Jami Ada on YouTube. And just because if you're out here that you also think in this direction, please, Nigerians, the problem why we have bad governance in our country is because you have expectation from politicians. I have friends that have vied and contested for elections in Nigeria. And they tell you, this is a problem we have as a people. I'm saying that openly, that Nigerians expect things from politicians. A politician will come up and reach out to you people. And you people will now be, sorry please, you people will not tell me, wait till you get for us. We get, I have support group for you. I fund it. A man that comes and starts giving you money before elections, you think the money came from thin air? Don't you know that man will want to recoup his money when he gets into office? How do you think bad governance continue? Nigerians have to wake up to understand that your vote is your power. It is about you. It is not about the politician. Do you see a politician that you align with his values? That's why I'm supporting Peter Obi, because they give anybody shishi. You are your own structure. You are your own machinery. You are the one that will protect your vote. You're not expecting Peter Obi that will be voting maybe in Agulu to protect your vote. We have to wake up to the reality. You have to organize yourself, organize your family, organize your friends, organize your area, organize your community. Stop waiting for people to do things for you, Nigerians. That's why you have ended up with people like Tinubu in power. Then at the end, you now blame Peter Obi. Why didn't he tell us this? He will not tell you anything, no. He has presented himself. As he's passing through the hell Tinubu is passing through him right now. Have you come out to tell people in Nigeria, come and fight for him? He's fighting his war. He has picked up his cross and is running his race. So, same way I'm doing what I'm doing right now, same way you should be doing what you're doing. I can as well be using this time to sleep or be out there with my friends clubbing or doing something with my life. But I'm sacrificing this because nobody's paying me for any of this thing I'm doing. It is my own act of service, because we almost all as the people learn to sacrifice. If you're not ready to sacrifice, be ready for Tinubu 2.0. I'm not coming here to and hide it. If you're not willing to sacrifice and protect your vote yourself, defend your vote with all you have, enlighten people around you, be ready for Tinubu 2.0. Nobody should come and complain, no. Please. Thank you. All right, guys, and that's where we'll end the show tonight. We'll be back tomorrow by 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Thank you to all of you that came out tonight to join. Tomorrow is going to be a very long show. I have to end the show early today. Please, thank you to all of you that contributed one way or the other. Thank you to guys, all of you that liked the live, contributed with your likes, with your gifts, with your submissions. I learned a whole lot tonight. You see me when we're talking, I'm jotting down, I'm taking some points. Thank you to all of you from Facebook to TikTok to Instagram to X to YouTube. Every one of you that have come out tonight, please. With Diamond, I can't take any questions anymore. Please, I have to end this show right now. Please, you can drop it tomorrow, please. I always say on my show that Nigeria matter doesn't finish. Whatever you want to ask today, you can ask tomorrow, please. Thank you very much. Just have to wrap up the show right now. God bless everyone of you that joined the conversation. I'm just going to call my top rankers from TikTok. El Nino Cruz, Roslyn, Mama Wakiri, Francis Obi for President, Wiz Diamond, The Obedient HQ, Izimo, Wadrock, Fabulous, Nelly, Root Speaks, Mr. Butch, Udo, my brother M for Mickey, Zamzi. Thank you to Akara. Thank you so much, every one of you that came out tonight. God bless you guys. As always on this platform, we'll do it for God and for country. I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully by God's willing, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Good night and have a great night's rest.